Name, race, class, and a brief description of what they look like.
Helena, paladin, depends on the day. And also depends on the day.
Yay! Critter, you're next.
All right. Hig or Higgy. Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity. Do we talk about the oopsie we made species-wise?
You can if you want to. I was just going to let it slide.
All right, so I'll mention it just because I know there are people who pay attention to this shit. At some point, so Hig is supposed to be a brownie. We made an oopsie at some point and gave her wings. That's not technically supposed to happen. So after some research, it turns out that sylphs who have wings and brownies all live in the Feywild together and are basically similar species, and they sometimes interbreed. So Hig is actually part sylph, part brownie. There we go. Problem solved.
Shenanigans!
I even found this cute picture of like her parents. And she is a wizard. And she looks like this little picture right there. Boop. And she's about, I think we said like 6 inches tall
8
or something. 8 inches, yeah. So she's not very big. And has recently learned that Thunder Wave is the best spell ever.
Okay. And your class, because you didn't mention the class.
I said, yes, I did. I said wizard.
You did? Oh, okay. I missed it.
Wizard.
My bad.
I'd be wizard,
right.
like Gale.
Yeah. Paulina.
Briar Whitlock. Bard Rogue. Half Drow. Long brown hair that's usually in 2 space buns. Lavender skin. Bluish eyes with a slight purple tint depending on the light, and currently has a wedding ring on that she can no longer take off that has these cool like veiny rainbows going down her left arm.
Yep. And finally, Sammy.
Okay. So, Kira is a tiefling. Oh, God, I'm so forgetting the sub of tiefling. But she's got sort of palish skin, red hair going to about shoulder length down her back. She's wearing black sort of chainmail armor with a sword on her back and a really like fancy whip on her side that has barbs on it and everything. And she is a paladin of Leviatar.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. And then we have 2 important NPCs. We have Bane, the Bat Hound, who no longer looks like a Bat Hound, as the picture in the Crooked Moon book, if anybody reads or looks at it. Who currently has a little leather armor kind of saddle looking thing on his back. He is all black with very short fur and still has the giant bat ears and little tiny wings, and also has a collar on. And then Malachi, who is a druid and we all thought was an elf. We are unsure what he is right now. And has long white hair that now touches the floor, that he currently has been having a bitch of a time braiding as of late. And red eyes, pale skin. He's a druid.
We should give him space buns.
And that is all of our characters. So, you all left the town of Alexandria, which is what I'm just going to call it, interim, because the mayor Alexandria, with food, drink, supplies, and more gold coin than you know what to do with at this point. You trekked through the woods for about a day until you got to this coastal town. It is on one side surrounded by water, as you can see on the map. And there is no gate for entry. There's just a bridge that you can walk into. It is a smaller town than Alexandria, not as big, but it's still substantial. It looks like it's kind of a port town. There's ships that you can see docked at nearby at the shipyard, and there's a bustling marketplace as I change our music to match that. So as y'all enter the town, you were given the information from Vesa that essentially this was going to be your last stop, like your midpoint before you reach the main capital of this continent. And excuse me as I turn down this music for myself because it is loud. So you're walking in, it's very bustling. There's a lot of people. There's stalls set up throughout the streets. People selling fish, selling grain, other types of goods that would be seen in coastal towns. A lot of them coming from the sea or from whatever the ships bring in that they are trying to sell before they head back out with their new shipments. So you all come in. Again, this really isn't a large town. It is smaller than the last town that you were in. And it seems like a lot of this is based off of trade. There is gold exchanged, but you do see a lot of, like, somebody will trade a chicken for bread and things of the like. Is there anywhere in particular that y'all are going to try to head first? Are you just going to look around?
I think I'm gonna look around.
Okay, we got one person looking around. What are the rest of you doing?
Briar will probably also look around with Helena.
Okay.
Hig just needs some basic resupplies is basically what she's after right now, and one of those, like, if anything shiny catches her eye, so be it. But they need to resupply on some food, coffee, that sort of thing.
Okay. Just remember the last town gave you a bunch of supplies of food.
True.
So now they didn't give you any luxury items. So you do have the pouch of never-ending seasonings, but they didn't give you perishable foods.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense. So yeah, she's just gonna look maybe for something special for, like, the night or, like, for their first couple of nights out. Look for everybody's favorites. I'm assuming by now she knows what those are. So
Yes.
By the way, y'all send me what your character's favorite foods are, please.
Also, I will say you do know that once you leave this town, it is a 2-day ride to the capital. On foot, it's going to take you about
a week?
4 days.
Yeah. Okay.
I also will say, do not forget, Higgy, that you also have the other bag of holding that can hold perishable foods and it will not spoil.
Okay, that's where all the good stuff is going to go.
Okay, so Kira, what are you doing? Are you just following?
I think I'm going to go with Higgy, considering that everyone else is, looking around, seeing what they can find. I will be the bodyguard.
Okay, Malachi is going to go with Higgy, and Bane is going to go with Briar. Everyone roll me perception check. The DC is going to be...
What was with the pout?
The DC is going to be a 16.
You said perception,
my
right?
metal dice.
Perception.
Whew, squeaked that one in. 17.
Okay.
I got a 1 page 18, actually.
Okay.
11.
Kira, 11. 8. Okay. So for my 17 and 18, as you were walking through the streets, it's a very small street, so you're all walking together because there's literally one road through town with small alleyways that lead to other buildings. As you are all walking down, the two of you see an odd-looking stall towards like the middle area of this marketplace. Something about it is slightly familiar. As for the other two, y'all don't see shit. You are just looking around, you're enamored by all of the different things and all of the different items that are being sold. There's some jewelry, some handcrafted jewelry, there's some small leather goods. Most of it's very, not anything grandeur. There's no armor or anything of the like. So you can either head down straight to this odd stall, or you can kind of keep looking at the stalls to pick up items that you're looking for along the way. And just kind of mosey your way down there.
Briar's gonna take Helena's hand and start going towards the stall. Just be like, come on, come on.
Hig would probably just take her time, keep looking at what she's looking, and make her way there in her own time.
Okay, we're gonna stick with Hig and Kira for a minute before we get to the weird stall. The familiar odd stall. So Higgy, since you're looking for food items, you do see there is a couple of stalls that have some fresh fish. There's a lot, it's gonna be stuff like salmon, crab, lobster. There's an odd octopus. But that's a more luxury expense. It's expensive.
Yeah.
There is some other more, it's like someone has chickens and they're selling the eggs. There's a couple of vegetables that are grown in the area. It's mostly things like wheat, peppers. There's not a lot of fruit you're noticing.
Eggs, peppers, some of the shellfish.
There's also shrimp. It's a bunch of shellfish with some freshly caught fish.
Yeah.
Briar
All the
loves
ingredients
shrimp.
for a good gumbo. There we go. Okay.
Okay, that's gonna cost you all in total about 50 gold.
Okay, no problem.
Is there anything else particular, Kira, that you're looking at while Hicky's
Yeah.
looking for these food items?
I'm trying to I'm looking through my inventory real quick to see if there's something that I'm missing that might just be,
Quick question: how much gold did we get?
I have not decided. I will let you know when you run out of the gold that they have given you.
Okay. That sounds wonderful.
I will tell you when it's like, hey, that's too expensive. You've run out of gold. The
So
gold that you
essentially-
currently have on your persons is still the gold that you have. I just could not decide or figure out how much was a good enough amount for the whole town to give you. So I will let you know when you run out of that gold. I will let you know the more expensive items are going to be in the capital.
The DM gave
So
us a
I would
credit
not-
card.
I gave you a credit card, essentially. I will let you know when you run out. I will let you know that most of your more expensive items are going to be in the capital. So I would recommend you do not blow all of your money in one place.
Yep.
Okay, Dad.
I think she's just kind of looking around. I mean, if randomly like a game set, like a dragon chess set, or maybe a 3-dragon ante set, like if she sees something like that, it might be a thing. But otherwise, yeah, I think she's got it in mind that we're about to go to a big place, and if I'm going to find something that's going to catch my attention, it's probably going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you catch up with Briar and Helena as you walk up to this stall. It's kind of separated from the other stall, so you can see there's like gaps between. It's looking kind of haggard. It's haphazardly put together. There's like a blue kind of tarp over like the top of there's like, you know how you see a stall and there's like that
Yeah.
table kind of set up, and it's got like a blue tarp over it. And there's no one there as you walk up because it seems there's a little storage area in the back that's kind of doesn't match the rest of the town.
Does it look like a blue police box?
Question. Is there like a little bellhop bell by
There's
chance?
a little bell you can ring.
Briar sees it, grins widely, grabs the string and just starts like shaking it repeatedly. Annoyingly.
You hear in the back a bunch of crashing noises, some muttering and grumbling, and out steps the haggard, unkempt old man.
Hi, Grandpa.
Oh, hello. You've come here much faster than I anticipated. Oh, hold on. And he starts futzing with things and goes, what brings you here today?
We're on our way to fix the cultist problem. And we're resplying. What are you doing here?
I'm
Aren't you
selling my
supposed to be-
goods.
Right.
Oh yes, cultist, nasty business that. And just kind of keeps going and is like piddling around. Oh, well, what do you need today?
Look, if you're gonna...
What do you think we need?
Well, I don't know, dear. What do you need?
So now the game's changed, I see. You changed the rules and you didn't let us know.
Well, I can't always tell you what to do. You have to have your own minds sometimes.
Bold of you to assume you could tell me what to do.
I never tell you what to do. I tell you what you think you need to do. There's a very big difference. Congrats on the wedding again. Please send me an invite when you're ready.
Briar was hoping to hold that off on any reminders of that because she knows how her sister gets.
Helena just stops for a moment, looks at the old man, looks at Briar. You see this really just frustrated look on Helena's face before she turns to the old man. Look, if you're going to stalk us, at least give us a name to call you by.
I told you, I'm the old man. I feel like that's good as name as any.
Name. Let's give him an old man name.
Also, I'm not stalking you. I was already predetermined to be in this particular spot at this particular time.
And the next town
That's
we
how
go,
it works.
and the next town we get to, you'll be predetermined to be there as well, I assume.
Well, I don't know yet. I'd have to consult the book. Although, according to the book last time I read it, I won't see you again until your trials, but who knows? The book is very finicky and does things when it wants to do things. That's how time works.
Is there anything you think we would like?
Oh, well, I did notice that you're out of the healing potions I gave you.
That's
You
true,
gave them
we
to
are.
the town folks.
They needed them.
Well, yes, they needed them. And
They needed them more.
He grabs like a sack and just puts it on. It's like a small sack like this, and it like clinks together like glass as he sets it down. And he goes, "There you go.
Thank
This
you.
should restock you."
It should.
Is there anything in
Got a
particular
weird
that you would like?
I got a
or
weird
need?
request.
You have a weird request. Okay, I can do weird requests.
Can I
I
get
can't-
a
okay,
pouch? An endless supply. Can I get a pouch that has like an endless supply of little chunks of rainbow quartz in it? Please?
Do you want a bag or a pouch that just has rainbow quartz in it?
as my Discord freezes.
Yeah, I was about to say it's freezing. Okay, it looks like you're back.
Yeah.
So he asks you, so you want a pouch with rainbow quartz in it, but an endless supply.
Mhm.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, it doesn't have to be like super expensive rainbow quartz. It could just be like little chunks of like impure ones. Just like a pouch.
Might. Let me go look in the box. And he kind of like steps into the back storage area, and you hear more crashing noises, and you hear a couple of, oh dear, no, go back in your hole. Go back. And just kind of goes, and then he comes back with this like little tiny pouch about like this big. Just to make sure that Briar can see it. It's about this big. And he kind of slides it over to you. He goes, that should work. It doesn't only do rainbow quartz, but it does cheap gemstones. Just think of what you want, and you reach your hand in, and ta-da!
Going to make so many flower crowns with pretty gems in them now. Thank you.
Is there anything else that I could offer?
Mine is a bit interesting.
I love interesting requests.
Can I have a dagger that would be...
We lost Paulina.
We lost Paulina. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Give it a second.
Internet.
It isn't a stream without tech issues.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Paulina, are we good?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh,
Oh, nope. Hard restart. Bueller.
Hello,
Testing.
Paulina.
Hello.
hello. Paulina might have to use her phone.
Mm.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh. Not great.
Not great. It's still freezing.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, she's still freezing for me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's really bad.
Hello?
Not freezing
Hello?
for me.
I don't know if she's even hearing us.
Yeah, I don't know if she can hear us. Oh, there we go.
Nope.
If anybody needs drinks or coffee or
Yeah.
anything, now would be a
would
great
be the
time.
Hi,
Yeah.
Now
Teresa.
would be a time.
I'm gonna go grab some cold beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go start the kettle. And stretch because holy shit, my back is just wrecked. Ugh.
I know. I've wanted to show up for the ones that I wasn't part of, but life. So yeah, I've missed you too.
Hi, Teresa. Hold on. We got a message. Okay. Restarting Discord. Because of the late start and tech issues, I may have to have us push till 2:30.
Motherfucker, I swear to fucking God, if you don't start fucking working, I'm gonna toss you fucking there!
Hello. Everybody went to go get drinks while we were waiting.
Sorry about that. I don't know why Discord fucking hates me.
It's
It
okay.
happens. It's tech.
Where's waiting on Critter to come back?
Welcome back. You what?
Can you hear us? Paulina, can you hear us? Nope. Okay.
All right,
Hi.
I think I got it working. Hi. Also,
Hi.
Blaze, hear me out. Hear me out.
What?
We do go with one of the 11-year-old D&D mottos, but Briar and Helena, wanting to be cool, decide to put it in like infernal or elvish to make it sound cooler.
Jeez.
1 moment.
Okay.
Let me check something.
Also, for the two of you, I'm going to mention it again when Critter comes back. I think because of the tech issues and the late start, I think we're going to try to push for 2:30 end time, so an extra 30 minutes, just to kind of give us that little buffer.
Today I have no I have nothing after. I don't even have Masquerade Breach night. So today is D&D and homework.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just double checking because I have some things that y'all do need to kind of get through, and we had a late start, so
Next semester, however, Wednesdays is a hard cutoff because I have class on Wednesday afternoons.
Can you grab the cat? I'm going to give him like a quick nap. All right, guys, give me like 5 minutes. Chip had an accident, and I gotta go clean him up.
Go
It's gonna take me 5 minutes.
go ahead,
Tops.
go ahead. We're still waiting
Sorry.
on Critter. You're fine. Let's see. I'm trying to think.
Anyways,
No, y'all didn't think that y'all would not see the old man again before you go on your big adventure.
it's you. Of course. It's a gimmick for you.
Mm.
Hey, you love the old man.
Oh,
I
he's an
get
interesting
annoyed by
mechanic.
the old man.
We love the old man.
I like him.
I took the day off today, so I'm here for the long run. Hey! Welcome!
Hey,
Like my mug?
I do like the mug. I had a
Okay.
similar mug, and then it broke.
This one actually comes with a lid, but the lid smells like soap because there was soap stored in this. So,
Yep. I had one that was that a candy place. You could stuff it full of candy, and then you would
Oh.
screw it, and then you would take it home. So so you would just pay for the glass and just fit as much candy as you could into it.
oh, I love that. Oh, I see she sent me the list. Awesome.
Yes. Although I don't know if you're gonna be annoyed with the old man for much longer, Helena.
Oh, I have a couple of things. I want to ask you. Somebody's got to teach her about the mute button.
We really do.
Sorry about that.
We're just waiting for Paulina to stop cursing and swearing at the accident the cat made. In the meantime, we apparently have running commentary.
Ooh, I like it.
Also, Critter, because of
Yeah?
the late start and us having the tech issues, I'm thinking
Mhm.
about pushing us to 2:30 if that's okay.
Yeah,
It's
no,
an extra
today's
30 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Today's one of those days where that doesn't really matter, so that's all good. Whew. You took the day off, so I'm here for long run. Yay! Nice. We need a band hammer.
Oh, that's on my channel. One moment. Oh,
There we
never
go.
mind.
think the way the shared thing works is that anybody in
Yeah.
the thing can do it.
Yeah.
So.
If one of us has a mod, the mod can work for all.
I
all
will
of our
say
team.
this. The great thing about me having my tablet over here is when I am sharing with you guys,
Mm-hmm.
the tablet app, when it comes to like the controls and stuff like that, because I can literally reach over, touch the comment, ban it, delete it, and then that's it. Like, it makes it so freaking smooth.
Teresa,
Very
thank you for the
nice.
ban hammer. Also,
Thank you.
for those of you that haven't seen yet, my second set of fangs came in yesterday.
Yeah.
Coffee so good.
They're also double as the other two are in here. So
Nom 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 nom. So nice and warm. If there was a, why not have it?
The ultimate experiment is that I have not stopped my transcriber, so I'm going to see what happens, what it does with all this. If it's smart enough to go, okay, this was them talking. This part is the actual story he wants. So,
Wait, is Werecat saying that today's their birthday? Did I just read that right? Am I reading that
yeah,
right?
today is Myriad's birthday.
oh,
Well,
happy
happy
birthday.
Oh, happy
birthday.
birthday.
Celebrate. That's so awesome. Happy birthday.
Oh god, those go all the way down to the like bottom of my top lip. That's fucking weird. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I'm gonna do that whole sitting weird thing.
Alright, I'll do it after my session.
If only I could reach my blanket.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome
Come on.
back.
Hi.
God damn it.
Love the running
Damn it.
commentary.
Fucking short little arms. There we go. Ah.
Let me
I
guess,
haven't-
you guys overheard
Thank
the
you.
entire swearing at my cat.
Yeah. You gotta sneak it in.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah, Chippy has very sharp claws in it. Please continue.
All right, are we all set and ready to go back into it?
yes.
Yes.
Potentially.
Okay, so we left off where the old man gave Briar a small pouch for gems. We'll do any small gems. I want to be very specific. These are not expensive gems. These are very cheap, just tiny gems. And if you will what you want out of it, it will give you the gemstone you're looking for. So he looks at the rest of y'all and kind of goes, anything else?
Mine's interesting.
I love interesting things. Go on.
I need a dagger that would be thematically appropriate. And that's all she says. It's like hoping he
yes.
gets the idea.
Oh, yes. Actually, give me a minute. And he goes back into the thing. You hear some more cursing. You hear some more, like, thudding of things and just, like, clanging of metal. And he comes out with this small, it's wrapped in red silk. And he kind of, like, goes, I think you know who this is from.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And are you going to unwrap it here, or are you going to wait?
Yeah, sure. I'll unwrap it here.
Okay, so as you fold back the red silk, you see it's a stiletto dagger. It's very thin blade with, there's no really handle to speak of. Like, there's a handle, but there's no, like, protective guard. It just goes straight into a thin silver blade. The pommel has a ruby at the end of it that is also sharp, so either end you could theoretically. And it's wrapped in black leather with red cord right before the blade and the handle meet. It literally does D4 damage, so
Okay,
just keep that in your notes. It is not for stabbing things, it's for thematical things.
Yes.
It's for
Mhm.
bless you.
Sorry.
And he kind of just goes, she always did like the more pretty things. Anyways, Helena, my dear, I have a feeling that you want something from me.
There are a couple things. One is pouch with non-exhaustive supply of laundry soap.
You want a non-exhaustive supply of laundry soap.
Yes.
Oh, well. And he kind of reaches into a bag next to him and pulls out a tiny little pouch. Goes, now, granted, you can't open it and pour it out and it's just gonna all come out. You can reach your hand in and grab a handful and there you go.
Make it great for laundry days. Thank you. Second
Alright.
is pouch of glitter.
Glitter. Alright, well. He reaches into the bag again, pulls out another pouch. Goes, this one, I'll let you find out. And he goes, and he kind of goes, oh, there is one thing that I was told to give you. It's a hold, please. And he goes into the back. You hear more crashing sounds. You hear more just like that. Now he's arguing with someone in the back. No, I don't need that one yet. It's too early. Get out of the way. Oh, God, you mess everything up. And then comes out and there's a giant package. It's about this thick. And there's two separate packages. So there's the first package is about this thick. It's a wide. And the other one is kind of like spherical in shape. And they're wrapped in kind of brown parchment paper with a black ribbon around it. And to him, like, you don't think it's heavy, but the minute he sets it down on the table, you hear the heft of the weight of it. He goes, I don't think I need to tell you who this is from. But if I do, please let me know.
Who's it from, Helena? Who's
Yeah,
it from?
Helena's gonna take it.
Are you going to open it?
Yes.
Okay. Which piece are you going to open first? The spherical or the big one?
The big one.
So as you unwrap it, what catches your eye is the shine of metal. As you see a black breastplate with purple adornments. So it's got engraved etchings of designs. It kind of reminds you of the mask that you got from Cain. And as you reveal more, you realize it's a set of full plate.
Nice.
Who's
And
it
it's all black with the purple adornments and the filigree. It's very ornate. There's a breastplate, there's it's a full plate of armor. So it's got the breastplate, it's got the arm pieces, it's got the leg pieces, it's got everything that you need to kind of strap over a set of like leather armor, essentially.
Helena's actually gonna be the loss for words.
And you still have the spherical one,
Which I will
as
also
well.
open.
So as you pull that back, it's a helmet. But instead of what you normally see with a helm, where it's kind of that nice simple design, there's like the slit. It's got the set of horns that you see look kind of familiar. But you're not sure if they're actually the horns or just stylized. So, but it doesn't look like it's an attachment. It looks like it was all crafted out of the same metal. As it goes down into these two pieces of horn, there's wolfish features coming out to the front. So it kind of comes down into the helm and then it kind of comes out slightly in a wolfish there's like streaks in the metal that kind of go with like a fur look, but it's all metal filigree, and there's a small slit for your eyes.
Helena's gonna take a moment, and you're gonna watch her shift back into her wolf form. And she's gonna pick up the helmet and put it on to see if it fits.
As soon as you put it on, you realize this was molded perfectly to fit your face. And there's even a spot in the helmet that you don't, from looking on the outside of it, you realize shouldn't be possible. But there is a space for you to comfortably put your ears.
You don't have to keep buying my affection. That's not how this works.
And the old man kind of goes, "Oh, yes, hold on," and reaches into his and pulls out, and there's a note for you.
Take it.
Who's
Read it.
buying you shit?
And you read the note and goes, "I knew you were going to say this, but no, I'm not buying you. I'm not buying your affection. This is a gift for you becoming a paladin. I can't have you walking around without the right protection. Also, I made this myself. Go fuck yourself."
Of course, he's worried about using protection.
And then you see a little note underneath that goes, "Lovingly, Kane."
God damn it. We'll pick up the half. We'll pick up the plate armor and we'll put it on. You said it was full plate or half plate?
It's full plate.
Okay.
So just add normal full plate to it, and then you will eventually find out what cool tricks Kane decked you out with.
Oh, fuck. All right.
The old man kind of just looks at us. Anything else, Helena?
I think that was it. Thank you.
Oh, Higgy. Was there anything you needed?
She kind of takes a moment, and you see she's a little hesitating as she flitters over onto the desk, onto like the old man's like bench table, and she's just kind of like,
He leans down very close to you. Yes.
"Can you make me big, but only sometimes?"
Oh, why, of course. Hold on. And he just kind of goes back into the back. You hear more crashing, more cursing. You hear him this time. He's talking to someone again, but this time he's going, "No, no, no. I told you we don't use fireball in this establishment." And this starts going around. You hear a screech of some sort of creature as he's like moving shit around. If you try, actually roll me perception to see if you can even see into this little storage unit. You're gonna
Briar's trying to look in. She's been trying to look in this entire time.
Okay, you're gonna have a DC of 18 to be able to. Actually, no, I'm so sorry. 20 to be able to see if you can actually look into the storage unit.
That's okay. I got a dirty 20. Ha ha!
Dirty 20. All right.
Damn it!
I will now, Briar. You get to roll with advantage because this is God level shit, and you, my sweet little peach, are becoming a demigod, so you get an advantage.
Okay. I only got a 19 that time.
Okay. Even with your bonuses?
fine.
And you rolled twice?
Even with my bonuses. I rolled twice.
Okay. What did
Only a
everybody else
19.
get?
It's fine. I can't always win.
I only have one word in German for you. 9.
Helena. I can't make it easy for you to look into this thing. It's a fucking God storage unit.
16.
16. Okay. So everyone below my dirty 20, I will give you something. I'm not going to, blue ball you. So you look into the door and you swear that it's bigger on the inside. You swear it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
It's a goddamn
and you can
police box.
and you can kind of see that the inside doesn't match the outside. So the outside looks like kind of wooden and kind of just like a normal, which you would see like a little shack of like a storage shed. You look inside and it's like very, one, it's bigger. Two, it's clean and kind of otherworldly looking on the inside, but as you try to peer in more, you just get something blocks your vision, and it just goes back to looking like a normal storage unit with the door open. For my dirty 20, Higgy, you look inside, and you kind of like shuffle, and you're kind of peek in, and you see, yes, it's bigger on the inside, but you can actually see the flickering of magic as you kind of try to peek your head around that corner. You're not trying to go closer, but you're trying to peek your head around the corner. You see the old man looking the way that he looked at the meeting. He doesn't look haggard. You also see there's some sort of creature inside. You can't fully make it out, but something is standing next to him, kind of making wild motions with their hands and just kind of arguing with them as you see the old man kind of like things floating off of shelves, and like the giant book is kind of like hovering above space in the area. And as you try to kind of keep looking deeper, you also, your vision, it just goes back to looking like a normal storage shed.
Uh-huh.
So the old man kind of like comes back out, and he's got this little tiny wrapped package. And he goes, I actually saved this one. I was waiting for you to ask for it, but let's see. And he kind of like hands it to you, and it's like, it's tiny. So he's like gently handing it to you. Are you gonna unwrap it?
Yes.
So you unwrap it, and it's a tiny little silver ring. It's a tiny little silver ring that could fit on your finger. It's got a tiny moss agate gemstone inlaid in it. And 3 times per day,
Oh.
you can turn yourself big for the span. I'm not really going to put a limit on it of how long. Eventually you will go back to size.
Like if I was to go to sleep with it on, it would probably put me back
You'd
on
probably
there.
go back. But I'd say about 3 times a day you can turn yourself big. The old man kind of looks at you and goes, this is a little Feywild magic, so the exact amount of time that you will be large is up for
Variable.
debate.
I understand.
I
familiar.
tried to make it usable, but it's Feywild magic. It's not my forte.
Understandable. Thank you.
Yeah,
I have
and he
thought
just-
of the perfect old man name for you.
Yes,
You refuse to tell us what your name is.
I told you.
I'm going to
what my
call you
name is.
John Smith.
Oh, all right. But I told you what my name is. It's Old Man. That's what I've been called for centuries. I mean, some people have called me other things, like the storyteller and the doctor. And there's one place where they called me Matt, and the other one they called me David. I just have no... I was like, I just don't go. I just figured Old
Just
Man was
everyone
easier.
collectively trolling the Doctor Who podcast are in the room. Let's point out what's happening.
Quinn,
Yes.
I love you dearly, but go fuck yourself.
I love this so much.
I love it so much.
And the old man just goes, I just thought Old Man was easier. I'm old. I'm a man. What's up with all the naming things? It's just called me Old Man. Anyways.
Okay, but can I still call you Grandpa?
Yes, of course. You can call me Grandpa. That's fine. Just not John Smith. That
Excellent.
feels a little too odd. Old Man Grandpa,
Sure.
that works. Anything else I could help you all with?
I mean, if you have any advice for where we're about to go, we surely wouldn't mind.
Advice. Let
Yeah.
me think.
Isn't that what old grandpas do? Give advice?
That's very true. I give lots of advice. Sometimes people want it, sometimes people don't. That's a very grandpa thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
And he kind of like scratches his ears and he goes, well, it's gonna be about a 4-day ride to your next destination. For you, Higgy, I would say keep an eye out. You soon may be joined by a friend.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. Also, be careful when the tall one sleeps. And he points at Malachi.
Okay.
Well, you didn't think that I just slammed 2 pieces together and it would go perfectly, did you?
I had hoped, but
Well, you're
again, understandable.
Yeah. You're kind of
I
a god, so we would hope so.
I just shoved a piece of a deity with another piece of a deity, slammed their heads together, and hoped it worked.
Close enough.
Well, now I'm wondering if it was just the fact that. Okay.
And also, 1 second. Give me a second.
Briar is now wondering if Ollie was slightly jealous of the fact Briar kept seeing just a man half naked, or the fact that it was also a god.
You will find out eventually.
Eventually, somehow, some way.
Give me 2 seconds. I am looking for something. Guys, for what he's about to say.
Mm.
Nope, wrong music. Ignore this music. This isn't right. Nope,
Wrong one.
still not right. Still not right. Ignore the music.
We're ignoring music.
Nope, that's still not right. What the fuck? Where did my thing go?
I can just picture the old man like on the sides, like just going like, wait a minute. And
Wait
like,
a minute.
putting on different music. Just not it. No, that's not the one.
Keeps
Just wait.
requesting the bard to put on different music.
Then I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You feel a sharp pain?
Hold on. Hold on, we're getting there. Sure, this works. This works for the creepy shit he's about to say.
Oh.
So, and then,
Who's getting the creepy shit?
so he gives that piece of advice, and then suddenly, like, everything freezes in the town, and it's dark. And the sky is overcast. As he kind of leans in, and he's less haggard, more what you saw kind of at the meeting in his full form, is he kind of leans in and he goes, "There are whispers in the dark. Everything is not as it seems. And while the town may be shining in all of its glory, there's darkness that lurks underneath. You only got a taste of the cult. It is far more sinister than you might imagine. So remember, keep your eyes and wits about you. Your friends may become foes if you are not too careful. And any allies that you may think you have, don't trust. Trust only in yourselves and the knowledge that you possess." It's coming. And you're back in the marketplace. And he kind of switches very quickly back into the haggard old man. He goes, "Oh, yes, well, that's all I have for you today. So, enjoy your travels. And we shall meet again when the book says that we meet again.
Okay.
I wish you luck on your journeys."
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
And he goes, and the entire thing disappears.
Figures.
That
And
wasn't
it disappears.
creepy as fuck.
So you all have gotten the health potions. You are completely restocked. You have gotten all the things that you have asked for. At this point, you can either stay and look around the shop some more, or you can head out of town and go ahead on your journey.
Higgy's ready to get the hell out of here.
Got it.
Yeah, that kind of creeped Briar out a bit.
Yeah, it was like, you know what? Let's enough looking around. We're good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you all head out of town. We're going to kind of skip to where you're about 2 out of the 4 days in on your trip. You have set up for camp, and let me go ahead and switch our... La di da 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 di da. We're gonna switch to our generic camp map.
Does this mean Briar still hasn't figured out how to work the magnificent mansion?
Oh, that's right. You can
Yeah.
if you want to go ahead and do that. I just figured that you would camp out in the thing, but if you want to use the magnificent mansion,
Oh no, we
can-
probably would camp. It's probably just a matter of what everyone's most comfortable with.
I would say, let's say you save the magnificent mansion for the last 2 days of the trip,
Okay.
because you're
Briar
day
was just
2
trying
in.
to figure out how to work it.
Mhm.
It's you cast the spell.
Mhm.
The only thing is that because he gave it to you on a scroll, you need Higgy to learn it.
Mm.
Oh, that's true.
It's a scroll.
So I imagine it was like Higgy,
Yeah.
scroll, magic,
Ooh. Takes scroll.
makes house.
And then Higgy, you just have to do what normal wizards do, where you read the scroll, you learn
Yeah.
the scroll. It's going to take you probably took you, like, it's taking you the 2 days, so 1 extra day. So on the last day before you make it, which the last day is the longest stretch because you won't get to the city till night.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably that right before then is when you can use it. So
Okay.
y'all camp out in the woods tonight. It's been a very easy journey. Nothing really crazy has happened. You've kind of just you walk for as long as you can walk, and then you camp. You walk for as long as you can walk. This is your second night. And la 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 la. Bo, 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 bo. I had a campfire. That's fine. We're just gonna keep this music. So you're setting up for the night. Tents. You're setting up tents, setting up Higgy, you're probably setting up your kitchen.
Yep.
Malachi has gone out to scout. So he went in his wolf form and is scouting the area. Let's see what he gets for that. Okay. And the rest of you, what are you doing for setting up camp?
I have a quick question while everyone's
Yes.
thinking about that.
Yes.
My ring of being big.
Yep.
Do my clothes become big with me, or do I have to think of alternate wardrobes?
Hold on. I'm going to let the dice decide that.
Oh, great.
Depending on what size she is, Briar can lend her some clothes.
They
'Cause
grow
Briar
big
does
with
have
you.
a costume.
Oh, they grow
Okay.
big with me? Okay.
They grow big with you. Yeah. And so, yeah, they grow big with you.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. What is everyone doing as they set up for camp? I'm assuming Higgy's setting up for dinner.
Briar is probably manning the campfire, and while she's manning the campfire, she's also like practicing some songs on the lute because she's still getting used to the lute. So she's probably like starting to prep a song of rest. So that
Okay.
way everyone gets like some additional hit points.
I'm actually gonna give you some homework for after session. I want you to start finding some songs, copyright free, that we can play during session of when you use your bardic stuff.
Okay.
After
That
session,
might be a bit
we'll get
difficult to find copyright free ones, but we will do our best, gosh darn it.
When you say getting used to the lute, do you mean like she's never played a lute before, or I'm curious?
So Briar learned how to play on a lyre. So they're both string instruments, but they're different hand positions. So I imagine she's like once played on a lute before, but she was able to play a lyre because they had a spare lyre handing around.
Are you talking
with
about
her,
the instrument of the
bard.
bards?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it can be whatever instrument you want. It's just called the instrument of the bards.
Oh, I thought it had to be a lute.
Nope, can be
No.
whatever you want.
It can be
Any
whatever you
instrument.
want. Yeah,
Dang.
that's it. It defaults to a lute, but as part of the thing in the DM book is that it can be any instrument. So if you want, it can be a lyre.
Yeah.
Ooh. That gives me thoughts and ideas. Okay, then yeah, she's just like there. Probably also keeping an eye out on her sister, see if her sister's doing anything. Because I also don't know if her sister's been still trying to get in contact with her godly husband or not, since the last time she tried was just her yelling into the ether.
Bird.
So that's Kira and
There's birds to
Higgy. Or
yell
that's
at.
Kira. That's Briar and Higgy. Helena, Kira, what are y'all doing right now?
Helena is playing with her new armor, actually.
Okay.
Figuring out how it fits on, the best way to get into it and out of it, quickest. That way, if it has to be donned in an emergency, it's going to take less time.
Okay, I will get to that in a minute because there's some special things you need to know about it. Kira, what are you doing?
Kira is sitting at the fire by Briar. She's kind of twisting the new dagger in her hand, kind of getting the feel of the weight of it and everything. And she looks over at Briar and says something that might be surprising. I don't know. She goes, "You getting the finger positions right and everything?"
I think so. I might see if I can turn it into like a lyre later, but there's the lute has a different feel to it, but I'm getting there. You play?
Liar, yeah, but I haven't in a while.
Oh! Briar gets very excited and like takes out her spare lyre from her bag. Be like, we should totally play.
Sure. And then she'll take the dagger, and I assume it came with a sheath. I'm just going to assume that. Like, she'll sheath it on her side, and then carefully reach over and take it.
Yay.
1 second.
So while we're thinking and prepping, I will add that Hig has been not so. It's been pretty obvious about asking what y'all like, what are all your favorite foods and all that kind of stuff. Like she's been quizzing everybody nonstop for like the last 2 days. And what you guys are starting to smell is each of your individual favorite foods.
Yes. Food. We like food. Food is good.
Second. I am plotting something. Give me a minute. Just everybody, just amongst yourselves, do what you're going to do for nighttime activities.
So, Helena, who gave you the suit of armor?
Helena stops fiddling with her armor, looks over at Briar. So suddenly this is me telling you everything?
I always tell you everything. And I told you I was going to tell you about me getting married, but I was waiting for a good moment. Ideally, not when Malachi forgot his memories. You know I'm an open book. You can ask me anything and I'll answer you.
Yeah, not touching that.
I hope it doesn't turn off because it says it's copyright free. I hope it doesn't turn off this music portion.
He's from King.
Okay. Who's that?
That is complicated.
Right.
So,
Okay.
do you want short version or longer version?
Give me the short version and then we'll see if I need the longer version for explanations.
Short version. Met them at the ball.
Okay.
He's taken an interest.
There we go. 1 second.
That's all she says.
DM, do you think I could roll a religion check to see if I know the name Cain off the top of my head?
Yes, you can. And I'm actually going to have Blaze. I want you to roll me religion, and we're going to have a roll off.
Motherfucker.
Rollies!
Yay.
Good luck. Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 10.
You got to beat a 10.
22.
Oh.
All right. So,
Damn.
Kira, you remember seeing Helena standing next to this figure. At that point in time, he looked a little more humanoid. Tall, humanoid man. Very crystal-like amethyst eyes. Shaggy, long black hair. He had a little bit of scruff around his face that was dark black. Wearing all black leather with some sort of like fur cape and that went down, and just looked kind of gruff. He's very tall, very muscular. You search your memory at the name Cain, and nothing really comes to mind as far as deities go. You're kind of searching for everything, just kind of going, I don't remember a deity named Cain. But then you remember the things that you read about the champions. Because you had done some research into it once you had heard about it. And also remember what Leviatar had mentioned, remember some of the conversations. And let's ask this. Since you found out about the champions in your spare time, have you tried to look into it more?
Definitely.
Okay. And I'm guessing you probably would have tried to use Leviatar's library to do so.
Probably. If she let me.
If she lets you. So let's say this. With your 22, you remember that begrudgingly Leviatar had given you a book on the original champions. And it was very old, written in a different language. It took you a while to translate it. But once you did, you do remember that there was a party of 4. And they were the champions that originally helped stop the Void Unending. Because if you remember correctly, the deities had sealed away the Void Unending, but had used champions. It was the first time that they had used champions to kind of help their end goal. You remember reading about 4 different adventurers who became champions. One was a half-elf bard. One was a fae, not very clear on what kind of fae, but fae wizard. A described as a humanoid paladin. And a tiefling. And they had kind of described about these adventures and all of the things that they had done, which is cull down groups of cultists. They had taken down an undead dragon. There was a couple more exploits of things that they had done in search of finishing their quest. They all passed their trials, and which deities they were champions for specifically kind of gets lost in the details. The only name, maybe 1 or 2 deities that kind of get mentioned is one was for Mistra and one was for Sylvanas. No, not Sylvanas. Fuck, I can't remember its name. There's another deity that's mentioned, but the name escapes me at this moment. In reading that, you come to realize that the humanoid that was mentioned was most likely Cain. And that out of the group, he was the only one that survived the final result after they had defeated the Void Unending of becoming a god. But after that, there is no records of him whatsoever. He is not widely worshipped. There are no songs or tales or myths even of him existing outside of this one book talking about his exploits with his group of adventurers setting forth to end the Void Unending. Is there any other questions that you are wanting answered specifically?
No. So Kira's sitting there listening to that conversation, is kind of fiddling around on the lyre that was handed to her. And then as soon as the name Cain comes up, you hear the, let's be honest, it's a trope, but I'm going to go with it, stereotypical that comes out of a person when they realize something and they're in the middle of something. Cain, did you say? Has he told you about his history any perchance?
Not to any extent. I know bare minimum.
Helena, you do remember that he did mention that was a champion
Yeah.
and was one of the only ones.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
He's the only one who survived the last round of this.
Yeah, that's what I read too.
The first round of this.
He's the only champion to survive the Void Unending.
Well, that might be some useful information for us once we get fully into this.
And Helena,
Interesting
you
how
do
history
remember
sort of moves in a circle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Helena, you do remember that he did mention that the only reason he thinks that he actually survived it was because he was of divine origin before he started his road to champion.
And if what Mace told him is correct, currently there is only one of us that will survive the upcoming onslaught.
Who?
You.
Me? I'm pretty sure besides Higgy, I'm the most squishy out of all of us.
Iggy's not half god.
Yet.
He's pretty sure the
I don't
only
even think-
reason he survived was because of his godly heritage. Anyway,
I would like to point out that I don't think I'm half god yet.
you're getting there. And I aim to make sure
Yeah, I'm
that
only
you
mi-
get there. Whether or not I die trying.
You're not allowed to die. We've been over this. We pinky promised.
That being said, apparently, he's decided I'm worth taking a chance on. And he has been... Well... He's the one who broke Lilith's horn and gave it to me as a drinking cup.
Okay. He has my seal of approval then. He gets to keep his balls.
Helena, you hear a chuckle.
I'll look around.
He's not there. You just hear a soft chuckle in the back of your head.
He is not asking me to bend the knee. He is not asking me to bow before him. He has said he prefers to work with me, side by side, which is exactly what I want.
Well, there you go.
Is there any other things that y'all are going to be doing specifically before we sit down and have dinner?
I might do something after dinner, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, speaking of gods and deities, there is still one that I need to have conversation with. And I know he's fucking listening.
You don't know that for sure.
Briar, you feel a tingle in your ring.
Just gonna try and ignore that. Okay, but you also know that yelling at him's not gonna make him magically appear.
Gonna
Don't
keep
have-
trying.
I don't have to yell.
Is Helena just like staring down Briar right now?
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So, there will be a couple of things happening after dinner. So we are going to have dinner. You all sit down. Malachi comes back from his escapades. He comes back in full form. Roll me insight.
Where am I?
Malachi.
Everybody?
I guess all of us.
Everybody, roll insight.
14. I'll be right back.
I got a 13.
19. Yeah, can I take? I just need to take a quick pee break. It will
Yeah,
be
go
like
ahead.
super quick. Just
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
ah, burn.
Okay. So
I
far,
was
what
trying
have you
so
two
hard to
rolled?
get him out of trouble. I rolled a 13.
22.
Okay, because he rolled a 19. So
Fucking course he did.
Malachi needs to whoever that is. I swear my dice are just rolling really fucking well. Just
My metal dice might need to go into dice jail. How fucking dare you?
I will wait for the other two to come back. Fucking a tingle, you say? The closest one I'm seeing that she's got picked out is this one, but the horns are too big. Okay. Yes, there will be a couple of things happening after dinner, and then I don't even know if we're going to make it to the big city this session.
Listen. Apparently some people want to have words with their new brother-in-law.
Well, we've got a couple of things
Even
to
though
address
Briar-
after dinner.
Yeah, a few things
Okay.
to address after dinner. Briar was trying to make Helena forget about it, but Briar is terrible at that.
All right.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
so
Also, when talks of gods come up.
yep. So I've got Kira rolled a 22, Briar rolled a 13. What did y'all two roll for insight? You need to
I roll-
you need to beat Malachi's 19.
Oh,
'cause
that's
he
what I
rolled a
rolled.
19.
I got
Okay.
19.
I got a 14.
Okay. So for Higgy and Kira, Malachi comes back. He's back in clothes. His hair is kind of braided in a large braid down his back. And you're just noticing something's off. Granted, ever since he's kind of been, the old man slammed the two of them back together, he's been a little bit more withdrawn, but there's also been the fight and everything else. But you're just noticing that something's just slightly off. He's not his usual self. There's just slight mannerisms. He's a lot more quiet, doesn't talk as much. And even as he's sitting down for dinner, he's eating, but it's not like he's enjoying it. He just seems overall like he was kind of stony and off-putting before, but this is something different. Usually he would engage in conversation and he would kind of have some sort of emotion. He just seems very stone-faced.
How has Bane been reacting to him?
You've noticed that Bane hasn't really been around Malachi a lot. Bane is either with Higgy or with you, Briar, but kind of just hasn't really been around Malachi.
Higgs just gonna, from her little spot on the log next to him, and she's fiddling with the ring that the old man gave her. She hasn't tried it on yet. She just kind of keeps it on a necklace. Yeah, she's just straightforward, like just poke Malachi. How are you adjusting?
Malachi just kind of like looks at you, and something strikes you as he's looking at you. You've been around Malachi for a while. You know kind of like what his eyes look like. You know, like not just the color, but just the way he looks at you when you're normally speaking to him.
Mhm.
Is kind of got that warmth behind it, kind of has some of the emotion. He looks at you and he looks kind of just dead. Devoid of anything, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, I'm fine.
Yeah. Do you?
Are you trying to find out if he's lying or not?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. Roll perception for me. You just need to beat a 9.
You can roll higher than a 9.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be a 12.
Okay, he's lying.
Yeah.
Bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she's just going to look up at him with her little, I'm short but furious look. You don't have to lie to us. It's pretty obvious that you're not okay. Is it just because you don't remember everything, so you don't know where you stand with us? Or are you just adjusting?
Malika kind of just sits there for a minute, and it's very slight, but you see his jaw tense up. It's the first amount of emotion, and it's anger. And you're kind of not sure why. Because, like, yeah, he could be angry at the old man for doing this to him, or he could be angry at just the world in general, but it just, in this moment, for him to be angry just doesn't seem right.
Mm-hmm.
But it quickly fades, and he goes, I don't want to talk about it. Can we just eat dinner and sleep and deal with whatever the fuck it is later?
Okay, but I'm not letting this go.
Okay. And he just goes back to eating his food, and he quickly eats it and excuses himself from the table, and he goes off into the woods. In wolf form. Just eases back into his wolf form and just goes off into the woods. So you are all still there eating dinner. Sorry, go ahead, Briar.
Can gods go through an angsty teen phase?
Well, I mean, he's been through a lot.
I know. I'm worried about him.
Pain has to go through people different ways, and I think he's been through a lot.
Not just that. Think about what they took from him.
Your memories are who you are. They form you and everything, and now part of him's gone.
I've been thinking
Bane.
about that, actually.
Go ahead.
What if we gave him our memories of him?
Can we do that?
I can.
I mean, you can.
Telepathy.
Hmm.
Ooh. I say
Maybe.
have at it then. Just shove them in.
Well, no, that's not how that works. It's a delicate thing to do, and I wouldn't do it without him saying it was okay.
Briar, Bane kind of like is sitting next to you, and he nudges you a little bit, like he wants to say something.
What's up, boyo?
I didn't want to say anything, because Brother's been kind of odd, but Brother hasn't been sleeping.
Like at all?
He
I
can't
haven't-
sleep, or he keeps waking up.
Well, every time I try to go check on him, he's awake, and he's just sitting there. But it's weird, because it's like he's talking to himself.
Oh?
Oh dear.
I just
You think
thought
they're
maybe
fighting-
he was having issues, but brother's never been like this before.
I know,
When-
boyo. I know.
When he's talking to himself, can you tell us what he's talking about?
I don't really understand everything, but hold on. I feel like I'm not in Bane's voice. I'm in some other fucking voice. Bacon. Okay, hold on. Now we're back.
Just had to reset the dial.
Bacon.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know a lot about what he's talking about, but I do hear sometimes something about. Well, what did brother say? You left me, or you weren't there, or something about memories, something about gods. I'm not really sure everything about it. It's hard to tell because whenever I get too close, he stops talking.
Sounds like he's having a bit of an identity crisis, as well as some talks in the mind. So, this is starting to bring up some not so good feelings about me finally accepting the fact that my dad didn't want me.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I just think there's a lot going on. But not getting any sleep is not good.
Well, I don't even think gods technically need to sleep.
Partial gods probably do.
When he gets back, we'll have a word with him.
But proceed with caution. We don't want to hurt him further than he already is.
Well, yeah. But he doesn't got a choice in the matter, because he's a Whitlock now. I don't care if he's a part of Sylvanas or whatever. He took the name at the ball. He is now my brother. Is he our older or younger brother? She says, looking at Helena.
I think that's up for him to decide.
Fair.
All right. So as you continue dinner, you eat your food. Malachi still has not come back once dinner is done. But we have a couple of things that we need to get through for dinner. We are going to start with Higgy. Higgy, as you were kind of
Higgy.
cleaning up, is anyone helping you clean up from dinner?
Sure.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So as everyone is helping you clean up for dinner, you suddenly feel something. A presence.
Okay.
And you hear a soft voice kind of coming from behind you near your ear. And it kind of goes, "Are you Higgy?"
Sorry. Hig's
I
gonna
told you
look
the voice
around.
is awful.
Yeah, I love it. Just kind of perk up, look around if anybody else heard that or if it was just me.
Are the rest of you paying attention?
Not really.
Briar's probably like very furiously cleaning dishes because she hates cleaning dishes, but at the same time, she grew up in a household where the person who cooks doesn't clean.
Yeah.
Here.
Kira, are you paying attention at all?
In her paranoia, she probably would be. Who am I kidding? I was.
Okay. So you do hear it, but you don't see anything yet. Higgy, you're kind of looking around, and the voice comes
Yeah.
back, goes, "Okay, but I need to know, are you Higgy?"
She's gonna look around. And just, yeah, I'm Higgy. Does anybody else hear that?
I did.
Just everybody shush. And she's gonna like really perk up to like. The old man did say something about being joined. Hello?
Hello.
Can I like follow where the voice is coming from?
It's coming from directly behind you. I just need to make sure you're Higgy before I, introduce myself because I'm your gift. That gift is a weird word. I'm your new friend.
Hake's going to turn around. New friend? Do I see anything behind me?
So as you turn around, now I want to be very clear here. This is what Higgy sees, is this tiny white, and if you look at the map, there should see the handout. Tiny white fluffy rabbit with some dark colorations and wings. That is what Higgy sees.
That's what I see.
That is what Higgy sees. Now, is anyone else trying to look for the source of this sound?
Of course.
Okay, I need you to
Briar's
roll
gonna
me
look over and see what the fuck everyone's talking about.
Okay, I need you to roll me perception. It's going to be a 15.
Got a 15 on the dot.
I see fuck all.
Okay.
17.
Okay,
Plotting
that is what
things
Higgy
you don't
sees.
got time to see.
What you all see is this dark-fanged, red-eyed, twisting horns, winged, rabbit-looking like creature. It's small. It's about like this big.
And you just see this. Oh, go ahead.
And I also want to preface that the voice that Higgy is hearing is not what you all are hearing when it speaks. Because for Higgy, it's, hi, hello, hello, I'm your new friend. And what you all hear is something akin to, I'm gonna rip out your fucking seconds and I'm gonna eat you alive. Something like that.
Hig.
A little more demonic and on the
Hig, step away from the
upsetting.
rabid rabbit.
You just hear, "Aww, what do you mean, Rabbit? He's adorable." And Hig's just gonna go right for him. Look at you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I was sent. Oberon said I'm your dark gift.
Oh,
Part of your wizard thing. I don't know.
Helena notices absolutely nothing and is still cleaning up dishes.
oh, that's so thoughtful of Oberon. Look, guys, Oberon gave me a friend. She's just gonna be going like this with his little ears, like, aren't you cute? Do you have a name, or do I get to pick it?
Well, considering how I was just made into creation like 30 minutes ago, I think you get to name me.
Okay, hold on. We need a good name.
I'm your new friend. I am here for all of your needs.
Higgy, I don't know what you're seeing, but that is not cute. No, it looks like something from a child's nightmare.
And
yeah, it's cute. Obviously, you're from the wilds, aren't you? Yes.
Yeah, I'm from the Feywilds. And but as you say that it's not cute, it turns its head and looks at you, Briar. And it goes, and I need all of you to understand this, that to Higgy, this is a very cute rabbit. To everyone else, it is extremely unsettling to look at. As it looks at you and its eyes frog blink. It's supposed to go up and down, it goes side to side.
A clink in the background as Helena continues to clear up dishes.
And
Briar not breaking eye contact because she's afraid it will activate this thing's like fight or flight response. Reaches over, grabs Helena's head, and just like turns it to face where she sees the thing.
And Helena, as she does, you finally notice the rabbit-looking thing that has giant fangs and the twisting horns and the gray-black fur with the wings and the red eyes that are just blinking side to side instead of up and down as it's staring Briar down and goes, I am adorable.
You are adorable. You're the best. Oberon is.
And it turns back to Higgy and goes, yes, I am very adorable.
Helena is going to step in front of Briar and Kira.
Thing wants our souls.
I'm gonna focus on that for a moment. I think it's time we test out some of Helena's new abilities.
No! No!
Give me a second!
No!
I want to make this out above table. Let me make this very clear. This is a thing called a dark bargain.
Yes.
That is part of part of Higgy's wizard class.
I'm not going to do anything to it.
You're not. This is my new
It's like you don't trust me.
We don't. Was that a question?
Some of those new instincts and abilities that Helena has picked up. We're going to tap into one of those for a moment, and we're actually going to channel divinity into divine sense.
Divine sense. Okay, can you describe to me what exactly it is and what you're trying to do?
For the next 10 minutes, or until you have an incapacitated condition, you know the location of any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet, and you know its creature type. In the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place/object that has been consecrated or desecrated with the Hallow spell.
Let me pull up the stats for this thing, because I'm going to base it off of that.
The rest of you would just see Helena staring at this thing for a moment and, like, concentrating on it, almost.
It doesn't pick up anything.
Interesting.
Does it want to eat our souls?
Well,
No, it doesn't. It's a gift from Oberon. Why are you guys so scared of a dang rabbit?
do me a favor. You can peek into other people's minds, yes?
Yeah.
Peek into ours and take a look at what we're seeing.
She does so. Yeah, a cute rabbit.
And again, Higgy only sees the white, fluffy, cute rabbit.
There is disconnect here. You say this is from Oberon?
Yeah, from the wilds
What,
where I'm from.
what you
I'm-
are seeing is not what we are seeing, and for some reason you are incapable of seeing what we are seeing.
Well, I don't care. He's fluffy and he's mine.
Okay, I get
The little tiny thing just is kind of like wrapping up around Higgy as kind of like nuzzling.
it.
And you're watching the big, like, it's still tiny, by the way. It's still, either way, it's still tiny. But it's like flapping its wings, and you see either way, it's still rubbing and nuzzling up against Higgy. He goes, I do whatever Higgy wants me to do.
You're so cute. And she's just like full aggressive cuddle mode.
And she kind of looks at the rest, the thing like looks at the rest of you and goes, you're not Fae. Only Fae see me like that.
I beg to differ, little one. I have failed.
I mean, if we want to go into technicality, I'm half Fae. Yeah.
Not true, Fae, though. Or else you'd see me in my adorable cuteness form.
Oh, I see now. This thing's racist.
You don't have the sight. I'm not racist. You just don't have the eyes. You didn't grow up in the Feywild.
Look, whatever it looks like, as long as it did come from Oberon, then that means it's probably not going to be dangerous to us. If anything,
No.
it might be dangerous to someone else, and that would be a nice thing.
Exactly.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna hurt you unless Tiggy
fine.
tells me to hurt you.
And I would never hurt you guys. As long as you don't hurt Fluffy.
Is that my name?
Yes.
Fluffy?
Yes. I was thinking
And-
Snowball, but I think Fluffy's better.
And Higgy, I will say, if you want to link with them to show them what you were seeing, so they at least have a glimmer of why you think this thing is so fucking cute.
All right, fine. Upon seeing everybody's insistence that my new Bun Bun is apparently hideous.
I didn't say he was hideous. Thank you very much. Don't you be putting fucking words in my mouth.
He's just unsettling.
Yeah!
Yeah, unset, fine.
Extremely unsettling.
Higgy will give you guys a little glimpse of what he looks like to her.
And you see this white, adorable fluff ball with the little white wings and the little soft paws and the soft ears and the round brown eyes as it's just cuddling up against Higgy.
Zen, I would like to remind you, that's not what everyone else sees.
No, I don't care what everyone else sees. He's
And
mine.
there may be reactions as such. Especially in populated area.
I'm sure Fluffy can make himself, not too visible when we go to populated places.
I can do a trick. Do you want to see my trick?
Yeah. Show us.
And Fluffy goes invisible.
Ooh, that's a good trick.
Oh.
And then comes back into vision.
See? It'll be perfect.
And again, it's only this fucking big. They are considered tiny fae. They're like this fucking big. It's a big enough that Higgy can ride on its back. And Higgy, you just now have Fluffy
Awesome.
as part of your dark bargain. Just make sure you write down all of the stats and all the things for the abilities that come with your dark bargain.
You got it.
Bane does look like it wants to eat the bunny, though.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
This is your
okay.
new brother.
Bane,
No.
Boyo.
Is it not bacon?
It's not bacon.
No, it's not bacon.
It looks delicious.
We don't eat brothers.
Is that my new brother?
He's a newer brother. You still have a brother. This is like another one.
So new brother.
Yes.
And you see that the bunny kind of leaves you, Hickey, to go down to Bane, and they're like they're doing the sniff thing where they're like kind of walking around each other and sniffing. And then finally the bunny just kind of lays on Bane's back and just kind of sprawls out, and Bane goes, "Yes, I will protect new brother with my life."
I love this.
Can I have bacon now?
Yes. Good boy.
Yes, we can give you some bacon.
As
I
we are
always
moving
take
on
bacon.
from Higgy's new pet, I know there are two other characters that want to go, that have things that they want to do tonight. I am going to save Helena for last with Ollie Damara. Kira, what were you wanting to do tonight?
After seeing this unsettling business, she just goes, does anyone need me before I have a conversation? I'll probably be out of it for a bit.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Use protection. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Dear, that's very limiting. And then without saying another word, she steps away.
Are you going to go to your tent?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
She
One
acts
second
like I
while I change
haven't
music.
participated in knife play.
Ollie Damara takes
Did you
notes.
say that loud enough to where she can still hear you as she's walking?
Probably.
She just calls back and goes, "That's foreplay," and then gets inside the tent.
Give me 2 seconds as I switch us over. Okay, set the scene of how you're gonna contact you-know-who.
So she'll sit down in her tent, pull out the new dagger that she's got, and look at that little ruby at the end. She's already tested it to see if it's sharp and everything. So it's the perfect idea for her. She just... Yeah, she's going to save that for later. She'll put the ruby right at the palm of her hand. Not the one that has the good girl inscription. She's keeping that, but just the other hand.
It has a good girl inscription?
Yes, you told me that showed up, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
I'm not hallucinating. How dare you? But she's going to take the ruby and then intentionally make it as slow as possible as she just sinks it into her palm in a slow, almost torturous manner so the pain just throbs.
So as you do this, that familiar feeling comes back. And you are then eyes closed and you are transported into what looks like potentially Leviatar's bedroom.
Oh.
There is a luxurious red velvet bed with black trim. There's a lounge couch. There's looks like to be some sort of bar. And you see for the first time Leviatar resting on the couch. She's wearing kind of like a fur, like a thick fur robe. She's fully covered for once, except for save like the robe's kind of open and loose at the top. And she's half laying. She's kind of like leaning up against like the edge of the couch, like where the armrest is, but it's a high armrest, so she's kind of leaning up against it. There's a pillow behind her, and she's kind of eyes closed. It's the first time you've ever seen her like sleeping.
She'll pull the ruby out of her palm with a little wince.
And I will say you do notice that heals immediately after and scars over.
She'll resheath it. Then walk over. Kind of look. She's considering what to do next.
You do see that she's like, there's the rise and fall of her chest. There's her hair's kind of unkempt and kind of just flowing down her, where usually it's kind of put up in some sort of hairdo. She's kind of got like a hand resting kind of like this as she's kind of just lounging there.
Was there another one like just off to the side?
Like another couch or another?
No, her hand. Like,
yeah, her other hand's kind of just like laying like out against her, just kind of just laying on top of her.
Okay. She'll kneel in front of her then and thinks there is no easy way to wake her up because otherwise she'd just be sitting there all night possibly. So she takes the hand, the one that isn't propping her head up, and plants a kiss on it.
And the next thing you know, she's holding your wrist and has yanked you upwards and has like a hand as if to reach for your throat. But then she blinks a couple of times and goes, "Oh, it's you." And you're seeing she looks exhausted. And she kind of just like lets you go, and she sits up and she's like rubbing her eyes. And you can see there's the formation, like the start of dark circles, which for a god to have dark circles and to look this haggard, you know that she's been doing something that is just draining her. Especially because there's no light tease to her voice. There's no sort of her usual domineering. It's all very just, she's exhausted. She's just worn to the bone and is kind of just like looking at you in that state of exhaustion, going, "Hello."
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I'd be disturbing you.
It's all right. I was just taking a cat nap.
With respect, you look exhausted.
Yes, well, someone has to keep track of all of the goings of everything going on. And she kind of just like looks around and she like snaps her fingers and a goblet comes to her hands as she slowly sips on it. Apologies for not being in my best state. How can I help you?
We're getting ready to go to the capital. You know my history there.
Yes.
Is this going to be a problem, do you think?
And she kind of like groans a little bit and she goes, and she's kind of thinking on it. And she goes, "First, sit. I can't stand you hovering over me."
Yes, goddess. She sits down beside her.
And she kind of glares at you a bit and she goes, "Honestly, I'm too tired to keep up the act. It's Leviatar."
Sorry, habit.
I understand. Oh. Well, unfortunately, according to some, your family has been busy. And not in the good way. So I unfortunately think you're going to have to make an impromptu visit. As I feel that your search and investigation will lead you there.
Okay.
It's mostly your mother.
It would be her.
As we both know, your father has no stomach for these things.
So I'll rip that bandage off when we get there. I still haven't told the others yet.
That might be something to talk about before you reach the capital. Or at least once you reach it. I have a feeling... well, knowing your group, they may just brush it off. And she's kind of taking another sip of the... I heard one of you got married.
Yep. Briar and Ollie Damara couldn't stop themselves, apparently.
That doesn't surprise me about Ollie Damara. He's been a simpering puppy over that girl for years. And she kind of like, you would tell she's starting to kind of get that exhaustion kind of taking over as she leans on your shoulder and her eyes are just kind of closing as she's just sitting there. She goes, marriage. It's a weird concept.
Is there anything I can do for you while I'm here?
And she kind of like looks at you. She goes, do you want to spend the night? And sleep. I have no energy for anything else. Some company would be nice.
How about I sleep and take care of any need you have? That way you can actually relax.
Well, I can never say no to that. If that's the case, go change into something comfortable in my closet. I will meet you in the bed, as I do not think I can will my eyes to stay open for much longer.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and send them something to let them know that the in a trance corpse in my tent is perfectly fine for the night?
Yes, I'll do something. And she kind of just like snaps her fingers again. The rest of you in the party get sent a little note that just says, Kira will be out for the night. As Leviatar crawls into her bed underneath the heavy blankets that she has there and awaits for you to get changed and come lay with her.
She changes out of the heavy armor that she's normally wearing all the dang time and finds something appropriately. This is Leviatar's closet, so finds something appropriately silky.
You see a couple of like silk robes. There's a couple of our equivalent of like pajama, like silk pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are kind of scant in how much they show, but a couple of them look rather comfortable. You are noticing that the reason why she has the thick blankets and the thick robes is that her room is ice cold.
Even with that detail, she's still going to pick something that shows her off, for lack of better terms. And then she'll walk up to the side. Whoop.
Discord
It was
couldn't handle
too much.
It was too much. It was too much for Discord. Okay. So you get dressed. You find a rather form-fitting pair of silk attire. That's the most we're going to describe here. Use your imaginations. And you head back out into the bedroom and you see Leviatar in bed. She's pulled back the blanket, waiting for you.
She smiles to her. Is there anything else you need before I crawl in?
And she just kind of looks at you. And you see a flicker of her normal self. God! Discord! You see a flicker of her normal self and she just goes, get in the fucking bed. The comedic timing! I'm gonna continue the scene. It's fine. Yeah. This is being recorded. So you crawl into the bed. She very quickly wraps herself around you and pulls you in and kind of just lays her head on yours and pulls the blankets in. And we're going to fade to black.
Da, da, da. Thank you for the follow.
God damn, oh my god, I love it here. I love this commentary we're getting about the Leviatar Sea. And this is why we can't have nice things. The only other detail I will give in this Fade to Black is that Kira, you do notice that in her sleepy state, Leviatar is very clingy.
Mm.
And a lot more soft and gentle rather than all pain and thorns.
Aww.
Noted.
Poopy.
She's tired.
Yeah.
She's been, just to give like an idea for what Leviatar has been doing behind the scenes, is she has been tracking the entire movement of the entire cult.
Oh, damn.
And has been either contacting followers of hers or contacting other deities to try and snuff out as much as she possibly can. To the point of using all of her magic to where at one point she actually fainted from how much she used. Because that's how stretched thin she is right now. And I'm telling you this because Kira will learn of all of this when she wakes up. Now, we are going to move on to Helena. Helena, you've been trying to get a hold of Ali Damara.
Indeed.
Ali Damara has been avoiding you like the plague. Not only because he is dreading this conversation, but also he's been just as busy as Leviatar has. Go ahead, Sam. So you, as you're cleaning up and you've kind of finished and you're all kind of heading to your respective tents, I'm assuming, you see a coin fall out of the out of air in front of you.
I'll look at the coin. What does it look like?
It looks like Ali Damara's coin.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. It was hovering, waiting for you to catch it.
Yeah.
Essentially. So you catch it, and the minute your hands are on it, you are in Ali Damara's castle, castle, for lack of better terms. And he is standing there in full black leather. He looks a little disheveled. His hair is kind of pulled back into a ponytail, and you see he has fresh blood on him. And he looks at you, Helena, and goes, sorry for my state of...
Whoa. What's with the blood?
I've been busy. You know, cultists,
Do I need to tell
evil beings.
Do I need to tell your new wife you're putting yourself in immortal peril?
I wouldn't call it immortal peril. I would say I killed a couple of cultists.
The blood isn't
that were trying to...
yours?
It's not mine. I would also just like to say that the whole reason I have blood on me is because there were some cultists trying to track y'all down, and I took care of them. So I'm guessing that I am about to get an earful about marrying your sister without asking you. And I want to preface, I asked y'all's parents, pseudo-parents, whatever you want to call them. And they said yes. The only reason I didn't ask you was because of the fact, well, you were busy a lot of the times that I tried to, talk to you.
You are an immortal being with supreme powers, apparently. You couldn't make the time?
Okay, listen here. Between me having to deal with my wife, I love saying that, my wife, and, sorry, I'm being very serious about this.
Helena's just, frowning.
just between the shit with Briar, and then there was the Lilith situation, and then there's the cultist situation, and then I have to also deal with my normal duties that I have to do. I am not the god of time, I am the god of chaos. If I was the god of time, I'd be like the old man who just appears everywhere and does weird shit all the time.
So create a little chaos and distraction and come talk to me. It takes like 5 seconds.
That's what I've been doing, but I've been dealing with the cultists and the Briar and the other things and all the other shit. It's not like I had planned time, but the whole cultist thing and the Void Unending, the possible end of the world. Can you blame me for wanting to be like, hey, I don't want to leave any regrets back in this world, and I want to marry this woman that I love, and you kind of came second to that because I want to make sure that she's taken care of and I can protect her until I die. Because if she dies, well, yeah, I'm just gonna die. And he's just kind of stock still staring and is just kind of like waiting for you to say something.
Helena looks him up and down for a moment. I want to make myself very clear about something. You might be a god, and I might be mortal. That being said, Briar's family has been for a very long time. If you treat her badly, there is no force on this earth or on any plane of existence that will stop me from hunting you down and ripping your balls off and force feeding them to you.
At this, you kind of see Ollie Damara take on a more serious note. He's kind of stock straight, and he walks up to you and he looks down at you and he goes, I love that woman, and I would burn down this entire universe for her. And if I ever hurt her in any way, shape, or form, I will give you the fucking blade. And I will submit myself to you on my knees. Because that is how much I love that woman.
Then make sure it stays that way. In the meantime, welcome to the family.
No. I was kind of waiting for you to punch me in the face.
No, I just wanted to make sure that we were clear on something, and I wanted to have the gumption to tell you to your face.
I can respect that. I see why Kane likes you. I'm glad that worked out, by the way.
Apparently. Now.
Lilith wasn't a good fit for you.
Now.
Yes.
Tracking us, you say?
Yeah, from the town that you just like defeated them all at. There were a couple of the stragglers of the noble people that sent a couple of the cultists to try and track you down. They didn't get very far. I think they literally made it like, let's see, this is day 2 for you. I think it was like halfway into day 1 that I killed them.
Okay. You have enough on your plate.
Yeah, I would say so.
You have other things to worry about, yes?
Yeah, that's pretty much more or less accurate.
Then I would like to strike deal with you.
No, what deal you say? Alright, I'm listening. I like deals.
You catch any more of these little shit stains trying to track us? You send word, you let me know.
I don't really think y'all are gonna have any issues for the rest of the time, because I may or may not have sent them on a wild goose chase. I think right now they're somewhere in Avernus.
Either way, if they show up again, just send word, let me know, let me take care of it. You have enough to do.
Alright. If you see one of my coins kind of just somewhere, that'll be your notice.
Or to let Briar know. Might be easier.
Yeah, it'd be easier, but also if she knows, then there's like a 50-50 chance she's going to tell you. If I let you know, then you know.
Fair. Other than that, like I said, welcome to family.
I appreciate it.
Perhaps a drink sometime.
Yeah, we could have a drink sometime. I'd offer now, but and he kind of like looks
I get it.
in the air.
I get
He
it.
kind of like looks in the air, and you can you feel like you hear something like a battlefield, and he goes, ah, shit. He goes, yeah, I can't stay.
You go do what you need to do.
Alright, tell Briar I love her. I can't talk to her right now. You know, things. But, alright. Nice meeting you, future sister-in-law. Well, I guess right now you are sister-in-law, but whatever. Nice to meet you. Have a good night. Also, he snaps his fingers, a bottle of wine drops down in front of you and goes, have a drink on me later tonight. And then he just poofs and you're back in the camp.
Poof, what do you need?
Poof, what do you need? I'm hot.
The most Ollie thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, we are back in camp. Helena, you have your drink. Briar, is there anything you are doing before bed?
Briar is just reassuring Bane that yes, his brother Malachi still loves him. He's just going through a hard time right now. We're all gonna get through this as a family and to not worry about it.
Okay. So, you all go to bed, yes?
Yes.
I don't know. I
What's
was
up?
thinking of doing something, but I don't know if we have the time for that today. I don't know what your plans are.
We're going back. We're going past the 30 minutes. I honestly might even push us to 3 because there's
Okay.
2 big things that I want to get done today.
Okay.
What is the thing that you're wanting to do? Because it might coincide with what I'm planning next.
She was just gonna go like check on Malachi from a distance to make sure
Okay.
he's good.
So I would say you go to bed because this next part is about Malachi.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a minute. Give me a minute to play this music if I can fucking find it. Okay.
2 big things.
2 big things. Okay, so you all go to bed. And everybody roll me perception.
Shit.
Do I technically not do that because I am technically not there?
You are not there. Well, go ahead and roll me perception to see if you can hear this through the trance because your body is still physically there.
Okay, gotcha.
You need to be a 15.
I got a 13.
That was
I think it's
perception,
Now Briar's too busy cuddling Bane.
right?
Perception, yes. Okay.
1 sec.
Okay.
5.
5. Okay, yeah. Kira, you're doing things with Leviatar tonight.
You're busy.
You're busy.
That's a 17 for me.
Okay. What did everybody else get?
I got an 11.
I got a 13. I'm too busy cuddling Bane.
Okay, Higgy, you are the only one.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it was a 15.
Oh.
So Higgy, you hear from outside off in the distance a little bit. Sounds like someone's in agonizing pain.
I'm gonna run out to see what it is.
So off on the outskirts of camp, you can kind of see Malachi leaned up against a tree trunk. His eyes are closed. He's got buckets of sweat.
Higgy's going to essentially just ring the shit out of the dinner bell really quick to make as much noise as possible and run to Malachi. Well, fly. Fly would be faster. Fly!
Okay.
Cover more distance that way.
For everyone, what are your passive perceptions for the dinner bell?
I got a 13 for passive perception.
Okay.
I have a 14.
Okay.
12.
Okay. So all three of you, with Kira, you can hear it in your body, but you're still with Leviatar, so you just hear a dull noise of a bell. And it's up to you if you decide to investigate it or to stay with Leviatar. I'm going to let you make that choice. So, with Helena and Briar, you actually wake up and notice that Bane is gone as you hear the dinner bell. And Helena, you also hear the bell.
It's never a dull moment here, she says as she, like, crawls out of bed and, like, looks around.
It's the middle of the night, by the way.
Bane!
Get up, grab my hammer,
Great.
and head on out.
So you, Kira, are you staying with Leviatar or are you coming out? Leviatar
Shoot.
does kind of give you a grumbled moan of just like, I'll let you come back for free if you need to go handle it. And she's just kind of like messy hair, like laying like this on the bed. Just like, it's like, don't take too long.
She leans over and almost in an uncharacteristic way gives her a little kiss on the forehead and says, okay, never a dull moment. And then her body poofs out as it pops back into her actual body. Still
Grim,
armored.
ow.
Still, yeah, that was still armored and everything in that form. It's like, oh God, I can tell the difference. And then she gets up and runs out of the tent.
So the rest of you see Higgy. Higgy, you have made it to Malachi. Malachi is burning up with fever. And is just not doing well. You see Bane is curled up around him worriedly, as it seems that Malachi is actually asleep. The three of you, as you come out, you see off in the distance at the edge of camp, Malachi propped up against a tree trunk. You see Bane. You see that Higgy has made it to him. And from this distance, you can see his heavy breathing, the labored breathing, as he is just grunting and groaning in his sleep.
If I try to wake him up, does it do anything?
No.
God, I don't like doing this. And I'm assuming I'm seeing the other ones will come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You rang the dinner
Yep.
bell. You were
Yeah.
expecting them.
Yeah. I can't wake him up. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm gonna have to take a peek inside his head.
Okay, but we saw what happened the last time you did that.
I know, but do we have any other choice? We need to know what's going on, and none of us are healers, at least not good ones. I guess we could try the old.
Briar's gonna try slapping Malachi.
You saw Malachi and nothing. And as you touch him, you feel like he is burning hot. Like your hand feels hot after touching him. He is sweating buckets. He is labored breathing. His eyes are darting underneath the eyelids. And you can just kind of see him tense up every couple of seconds as if he's having a nightmare.
Okay, alright, fine, but if you don't snap out of it, I'm slapping you.
Oh, okay, just potions on standby.
Be careful.
All right, so Higgy, you are entering his mind.
Yeah, bracing myself. In we go with the telepathy.
Okay, so at first, It's odd because it's silent when you first kind of dive in. And there's just this blank nothingness. It's not inky, it's just black. But off in the distance, you see a source of light. Are you going to try and go closer?
Yeah, but I'm also going to shout Malachi's name.
You kind of think you hear his voice towards that light.
Okay. Marco Polo.
So as you get closer and the light, the blindness of it kind of dissipates and you're in this scene, you've never been wherever Malachi is thinking of right now. It's this lush, and I'm actually going to change the music specifically for this scene because it is important. If I can, where are you? You were right here. Da-da. Ugh. It didn't save.
Oh no.
Wait, there we go.
Oh. Ooh.
You see a scene of lush greenery first. And then you see the white marble pillars, a white marble kind of bridge over still clear water. There's hanging vines, and slightly in front of you, like a couple, I want to say maybe like 5-10 feet, you see Malachi, but he's wearing kind of almost like a temple outfit, like robes in a deep green, and you see him talking to someone. But you notice it's Sylvanas. And they're having a heated conversation, which is very disconcerting with this serene calm that you're surrounded by in this, you don't even know where you are, but it's some sort of area. And as you kind of fly closer, you can hear them arguing about something. The words are still muddled, as if this conversation wasn't happening in real time, as if this is something like a distant memory, because neither of them notice you approach.
Okay.
And you see Sylvanas not looking like an exact copy of Malachi. He does look different than the Sylvanas that you have met so far.
Mm-hmm.
He's tall, broad shoulders. Instead of white hair, it's brown. He's got brown and green robes. He's not as pale. He's kind of sun-kissed. He's got the bright green eyes, the strong jaw. There's similarities between him and Malachi, but you notice they don't look like carbon copies of each other anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And Malachi is kind of sitting there and just going, this plan is ridiculous, and you know it. And so far, Sylvanas hasn't really said anything else. He's just kind of sitting there silently, just kind of looks like he's like a petulant child is talking to him, and he's kind of just above it all. As Malachi continues, you mean to rip us from our very homes and send us out into the mortal realms with no source of stability, and we're supposed to just do as you say. And Sylvanas kind of just like looks at him and goes, I am doing this for the greater good of our people. And you, as the heir, should know what we need is not exactly what we want. And Malachi kind of stiffens up and just looks at him just with disgust. And as he turns to leave, just walking away, the scene shifts again. And you're in another memory. A more recent memory. And this one, you would recognize as the hag's underground dwelling. And as you watch Malachi laid out on a table, strapped down, he looks kind of similar to the way that you saw him before you came into the memory. He's running a fever. But you're seeing tools of various sizes as the centipede hag is kind of hunched over him. And there's like a scalpel in her hand as she's carefully cutting and twisting and moving pieces and doing different things to him. And there's weird green magic. And in that moment, you kind of see Malachi's eyes open. And that's when you see that they're red. As they're just burning with this hatred for this hag.
Hig knows, is pretty sure that he can't hear her, or at least like not consciously respond, that he's kind of stuck in this memory. At least that's what she figures. But she's still trying to at least tell him that there's someone there, that he's going to survive this.
And the scene kind of shifts again, and we're just going to keep this music because it's kind of the mood for the rest of the memories. Is the scene shifts again, and you see the inky blackness again. It's what Malachi felt in the moment when the Void Unending was trying to take over his body. You can hear his desperate screaming as he's raging against this inky black void that just seems to kind of crawl and slide over him, over his subconscious. And you can hear that voice again, Higgy, reverberating in Malachi's brain. And instead of the memory shifting, you feel the presence of the divine beings, which was the old man and Sylvanas, as they are reaching into Malachi's head to remove the Void Unending. And as you're watching that kind of inky blackness fade, you see a version of Malachi standing in the dark. And it's almost like picturesque of like different snippets of all of his memories. There's you and him at the ball. There's him and Bane. There's the hag. There's him and Kira. There's him and Helene. There's like all these different scenes, some that you recognize, some that you don't. There's memories of him and Sylvanas that he's confused about because he doesn't remember them. But now they're there. You see other memories of him on a battlefield, but it looks like it's way before your current time. And all of these different memories are kind of flashing in front of him, one after the other after the other. And then the next thing, as that inky blackness finally slips away, the memories turn to ash and fall and just are gone. And he's standing there, bewildered, and is looking around. And this scene again shifts, but Malachi doesn't move. You just see the shift of the darkness to where now he's just standing in a field. And he's kind of looking around, and you see another version of him standing. The one that remembers before the hag. There's another version standing off to the other side, and that's the version after the hag. And then there's another version behind him that is Sylvanas. And all three of them are talking at once to this center point of Malachi, as they are all throwing and lashing out at him and saying all of these things. And you're hearing things like, "You're a failure. You should have done better. You betrayed us. You betrayed them. You shouldn't be alive." And you're hearing all of these cacophony of voices hitting all at once. And the Malachi in the middle is just hands over his ears, crouched down, and looks almost like a small child. It doesn't look like the Malachi you know. This looks like a small childlike version of Malachi. And that's when you realize that this is his current state. This is what he's been dealing with, and this is what he's been like since the old man has shoved Sylvanas and him together.
Mm-hmm. Hig, understanding what's going on, positions herself. She flies to the center Malachi, so that she can be like on his shoulder, and she's going to essentially try to give him her silence, like her ability to shut this shit off.
So you sit on his shoulder, and it's the first time that you've kind of noticed that he's acknowledging your presence, but you can hear the soft whimpering cry of like a child.
Yeah.
As he kind of just goes, "I didn't do it. It wasn't me."
She's just going to reassure him, like, you didn't do anything wrong. You're gonna be okay. You don't need to listen to them. They don't. And she's actually going to look at like all the versions screaming at him and tell them to shut up.
They don't acknowledge your presence.
That's fine.
And they don't even, it's not like they don't even know you're there. They keep going. And as you notice that they talk, you're seeing that those picturesque, it's like a movie of different memories, but they're all bad memories. There's the memory of you almost dying. There's the memory of him almost dying. There's the memory of him and Sylvanas. There's a memory of him and the hag. There's a memory of him and Bane. But none of them are positive memories.
Okay. So oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And as he's kind of watching this, but he kind of, for the first time, kind of looks back at you, you see that one of his eyes are red and the other one is green.
Mm-hmm.
As he kind of just looks up at you and he goes, and he's sniffling. He goes, "Do I know you?"
You do. Or at least...
Did I kill you too?
No, I'm still alive. If anything, you saved me. Can I show you? You saved lots of people. Can I show you?
And he kind of like looks meekly and he goes, "Okay."
So she's like just vision, like, don't listen to them. Shut them out and listen to me. And Hig is going to do her best to pull every single good memory she has of all of them. And like all those good moments with Bane, the way Briar called him her brother, and how easily they all took him into their own family, and how much he kept them together. His dance with Hig when she was big, the way he made her feel when he calls her Bug. All those little, every single good little moment that she can cram in there, she's going to.
So those voices are still going, but Malachi kind of just like makes eye contact with you. And as he's watching all of these memories kind of just play through his head, you kind of see slowly but surely he's no longer a child, he's growing in age. It's so slow at first, but he's starting to kind of get back to normal, and the voices around him are kind of slowly dying down, and this field that you're in, whereas first looked dark and decaying, is starting to kind of show signs of life. And Malachi kind of like eventually is back to his normal self. His hair is back to his original length. He is unable to change his eyes though. His eyes still say one red, one green, as he kind of just takes a minute and takes a centering breath. And for everyone outside of Malachi's head, you're starting to notice that his breathing is becoming less labored. There's still a little bit of sweat, but doesn't look as bad as he was when Higgy went in. And Higgy looks normal. There's no change to Higgy. She just looks like she's still in his mind. And so with that, eventually Malachi kind of like takes a deep centering breath, and he looks up and he goes, "Hey, Bug."
Little tear. Hi. You were having a bad dream.
I feel like I fucking got punched in the gut repeatedly.
Bad dreams can be like that. But I'm here now, so there's no more bad dreams.
If I ever see that old man again, I'm punching him in the face.
You have my full permission.
I feel like I have the worst migraine in the world.
Let's just say you might need a long nap after this.
A nap sounds great. Why do I feel so uncomfortable?
I'm in your brain right now.
Okay, I figured that. My body feels like I haven't slept in days.
'Cause you haven't.
Oh, great. Okay. You're still gonna be here when I wake up, right?
Absolutely. I
Thanks,
am not
Bug.
going anywhere.
I appreciate it. Sorry for the melodramatics.
You kind of had your consciousness smashed apart and back together a couple times. I think you're allowed to take some time to deal with that. But now you're going to have a nap.
Okay, that sounds great. I'm gonna wake up now.
Okay.
Okay. And you kind of get out of his brain. You all see Higgy come to. Bane kind of perks up. Malachi groans, opens his eyes, and you notice that one is green, one is red. And his hair is no longer like all the way down to his like legs. It's back to kind of its normal hair length as what it was before, which is like mid back. And he kind of like grunts and groans and goes, "Oh God, it feels even worse in the real world than it did in my head."
Yeah.
Why are
Briar,
you all
who
standing
had been
around
like
me?
Briar tackles him in a hug and just be like, don't you ever fucking make me worry like that again, you hear me?
And Malachi kind of goes, oh, God, fuck. Oh, that really hurts. Okay, I get it. Please, I feel like I'm dying. I need a nap. I need a bed. Where are we?
We're let's just get you to bed and we'll talk. We'll give you all the details in the morning after your nap.
Okay, that sounds great. Oh, God. Anybody got, like, fucking D&D equivalent of aspirin?
What is the D? I think that'd be weed.
Here, Hig will lead him to her tent where I'm sure she's got some medicinal tea concoction she can give him.
And he just kind of follows along, and Bane goes to follow Malachi. So Briar, you will be sleeping alone because Bane is now glued to his brother.
That is fine.
Just kind of Malachi goes, okay, I need sleep, because he takes the medicinal tea, and he goes, I need sleep. I need fucking... And he doesn't even get the rest of the words out. He just falls over on, like, in your tent, Higgy, and just, like, passes the fuck out. Like kind of snoring, just gone. And Bane has, like, crawled on top of him, and is just, like, laying on top of him. And you can all go back to bed now.
Yay.
So, Malachi's back to normal, mostly. He's gonna have a headache for a while. But that's what happens when you have multiple personalities clashing against each other, because they're all from different points in time, and they're all different memories of different people. So, you all go to sleep. And you wake up. And you did not get interrupted for the rest of the night.
Yay.
Kira, you went back to Leviatar. There was some more fade to black scenes. And you kind of gather from what I told you earlier, Leviatar kind of gives up the information that she's been busy. And that if you do call on her again, to expect her to be like this for a while. And I'm guessing you all wake up, you have breakfast, everything's kind of back to normal. We are going to again fast forward to the city. And we're going to be ending very shortly. I just want to make sure we get to this initial part. As I fix my fucking camera because it has decided that I am blurry. Thank you. So, you arrive to the capital. And as you are walking up, you see a shining, bright city. There is a giant center tower in the middle of the capital that seems to go past the clouds. There are giant white marble stone surrounding the city, and you can just see that it looks like it just goes higher and higher. It's built into a cliff face. So the best way to describe it is, think Gondor. If Gondor wasn't decaying, like, this is a fully renovated, yeah, prime, like, height of their time. And you can see knights in shining silver armor, with gold adornments, and you see that everything looks new and bright. And Kira, you recognize the city very well.
As we're walking up to the gates, Kira sort of turns around and stops everyone in their place, like holds her hands up. I need to tell you all something.
Briar gives her a high five.
Let me guess. You're pregnant? And Leviatar is the father.
Don't worry. Regardless of the situation, we got a solution for that.
Malachite goes, did you also get married in my sleep?
No, I would be in so much more trouble if I had. Oh, when we go into that city, there's a good chance I'm going to be recognized, noticed, and all sorts of other things.
For your Leviatar thing?
Like you're gonna are you telling us that you're gonna get us arrested by being here?
No. And then she looks back at the tower. And then looks back at you guys. I'm saying that you don't know what my background is, so I'm giving it to you. This is my home city.
Oh.
And before Leviatar found me, I was being groomed to be the matriarch of my family.
And Kira, as you look up at the tower, you see your house flag flying from one of the banisters.
Before Leviatar found me, I was a noble. And from what she told me last night, whenever we walk into that place, things are about to get very complicated.
We love complicated.
Do we, though?
Listen, I can make it a lot more I mean... Okay, before we continue with this line of thought, I got to know, is this a complicated, my family wants me to marry someone I don't want to, a complicated, me and my mom, my pa don't have a great relationship, someone was trying to kill me and I was on the run and that's when I met Leviatar?
I was bored. I didn't like that lifestyle. If you caught me being a little awkward at the ball, probably why.
Explains a lot.
So as you're all having this conversation outside of the gates, you hear a commotion at the gates.
Oh, shit.
And Kira, you instantly recognize your house flag. But there's something different about it. And you're suddenly realizing that you think Leviatar undersold how far your family had gone. As you see what you know with your house flag is the royal symbol.
Oh.
And as you see that flag, you see that it is being carried on horseback by a group of knights, all wearing your house colors. You will have to tell me what your house colors are. And you see adorned in plate armor, where there's a helm with horns sticking out of it, similar in color to your horns, approaches the group. And the person on horseback dismounts, standing, and actually, you know what? As they take off their helm, Kira, describe your father for me.
Oh, shit.
I had a 50-50 shot. This is better than the other one. Her father, his skin's about...
I also want to add this little tidbit for you, Kira. He looks much better and in much better health than you have ever seen him.
Okay. Interesting.
We love that for him.
So he's got skin a lot like Kira's, pale, all of that. I'm gonna say his hair's dark though instead of hers. It makes you wonder if whether she got it off of her mom or if this is unnatural, but whichever. Kind of short, cut, almost yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Like maybe how a swashbuckler will have kind of that kind of swoopy but short hair. That's a bit what his hair is like. About medium height. Kind of what you would expect a noble to look like, I guess.
So, Kira, I will fill in some blanks for you because he looks a little different than the last time you saw him. So when he took off his helm, you were expecting to see what you always saw with your father. He was a little bit more on the pudgy side, wasn't very fit. He had that short swashbuckler hair. He was a little ungroomed most of the time when you saw him in childhood. What you see is your father as if he was in his prime. He's taller than you remember. He's more imposing. He's got clean shaven face. His horns are healthier than you remember. They were kind of starting to age, starting to kind of crack in some places, but these look healthy and new. And you see that his hair has grown to about shoulder length as it's got braids in it and it's adorned with jewels and other things. You see that he has lost weight and is actually a lot more muscular than you remember. And he stands tall. And even you remember your father being kind of a bumbling idiot for a noble. Your mother did everything, but he seems very much more regal. And his armor is brand new, and it is the Capital's armor that you recognize, and not just any armor. You know that this armor that he wears bears the symbol of the royal family. And he sees you, and Kira, is that your full name? Is that the full name that they gave you?
Yeah.
Okay, double checking before I do this to make sure that he doesn't try to call you something else.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that the knights have now lined up and have blocked everyone else from coming into the gates, and they are lined up side by side, and they are holding the flags taut. And he gets down from the horse, and you see people that were passing by have now stopped and are now bowing. And he goes, "Ah, Kira, the long-lost daughter returns."
Well, one of you is happy. I'm not sure if the other one is going to be.
Oh, don't worry about your mother. She'll be delighted. Come, come. It's been so long. Embrace your father.
She kind of hesitates, and then she runs over and she hugs him.
And as soon as she kind of she brings you in, you feel that you smell that familiar smell, and he kind of leans in and he whispers, "You should have never come back."
And she'll whisper back,
Oh!
Yeah, I had a feeling.
And there's like this tense, this isn't malicious, because your father was usually the only one that would ever be on your side. But he's kind of like holding you tightly, his hands like on the back of your head, and he goes, "I hope that you make it out of this alive." And he pulls back, and he's back in a jovial smile, and none of you heard this conversation, as he goes, we must greet your friends, and we must bring you to our house. Apologies if it's still a little messy. We've moved recently.
She looks up at the flag. I can see that.
And he kind of gives you a knowing look and goes, "Your mother has been busy."
She usually
Briar
is.
leans over to Helena and says softly, "Okay, that can mean a few things. I'm guessing it's not the one I'm thinking of."
So, he kind of looks over at you all. It's like, we did get word, from Alexandria of your coming. You were originally to be staying at her estate, but at the insistence of my wife, you will be staying with us in the royal quarters.
Helena leans over to Briar.
You can see the moment.
I'm never gonna let Kira forget this.
Go ahead. Oh no, me neither. But you can also see the moment Briar's brain stops working when she hears they're going to the royal court, and she says, "Okay, I think that's a little too rich for our blood."
And you are then escorted. And as you're going through the town, Kira, you are noticing everywhere you go that your father and his knights are going. People are bowing. People are cheering. People are acting as if he's king.
Kira,
For the rest
darling,
of you, you do know
sweetheart.
that the capital is ran with a king and a queen. Last you remembered, it had been a long line generation that had been passed down generation through one bloodline. And as you're kind of picking up on the vibes and the things, you're noticing more and more that something has changed recently within the royal courts.
Kira, you
and-
gotta be honest with me. Are you a fucking princess?
Honestly, I guess so.
Helena is going to remain oddly silent.
Yeah, Hig is kind of just like attached to Malachi right now. Do I get? I'm guessing this probably. I'm guessing an insight check. Can I like discern if the vibes are genuine? Like, are people genuinely happy to see this guy, or is it like a show? Look how happy we're dancing for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Roll me an insight. It's going to be. Let me roll.
I would also like to
'Kay.
roll one.
If anyone wants to roll insight to see if this is genuine or not, it's going to be a DC of 10 because they rolled really badly.
My dice hate me.
Gotta love it when they're.
I'm gonna
So
have
it's a
I
16
got-
for me.
Insight, you say? Insight.
Yes.
Insight.
15.
Insight. I got
Uh,
a dirty 20.
Helena, just because DM feels bad that your dice have hated you all day, you suddenly get like a little nudge from Kane, and Kane goes, "Yeah, you know the vibes." And just like, so when I described this, Kane just kind of gave you a solid. I'm just like, you know what this is. All right. So what did everybody roll aside from Kane blessed over here?
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Briar.
Dirty 20.
Cool. Okay, you needed a 10. So you all kind of see this, and you're watching everybody, and you're trying to discern that they're genuine. And surprisingly, yeah. They are all genuinely happy about this.
Something's
You-
rotten here.
You
Yeah.
are also noticing, though, that everyone who is cheering are all tieflings.
Something's rotten here.
Tieflings and or what are deemed outcast races. There are very few, if any, humans here.
Oh dear.
Is there like a I like this.
So you go up and up, higher and higher, and Kira, you see where your old house was. And you see that that looks abandoned. As you keep going higher and higher and higher, as you reach the tower where the royal family resides. And as you enter, I'm going to very quickly switch our map.
Oh. Twanky.
You enter your father, Kira, leads you into the throne room. You've been checked for your weapons. And while originally the knights and the guards have tried to take them, your father quickly waved them off and said, no, these are our guests. And before he opens the door to the throne room, he quickly looks at you, Kira, kind of like his face barely moves, but he's whispering at you, and he goes, "Things are not as you left them."
They
So
never were, but I suspect it's worse.
Put on a smile. I suggest you tell your friends the same. You're about to meet the queen.
She kind of glances back at everyone and goes, "Pretend you're happy. Trust me."
And as the doors open and you see this giant throne room, and as you can see on the map, it's ornate. It's gorgeous. There's the stained glass, the light shining down, and as you enter and you keep walking, you see sitting on the single throne. There's not two thrones, there's one throne. Kira, describe what you remember your mother looking like.
This utterly insufferable woman that always had a look like she was being regal and proper and everything, but there was always, if you were smart enough, a little something below the surface, always crackling. That's usually the part that Kira got.
Okay.
Trying to make her become the thing she wanted her to become, and Kira just being bored of it the entire time. That's where she gets the red hair from. You notice it. And yeah.
What is her skin tone? What is she? Physical descriptions of what you
Physical
remember her looking
description.
like.
Probably the same skin tone. Horns always were a little bit more done up because she was trying to be fancy, so like she'd put little jewels and stuff on it and stuff like that, but it was almost like a you're trying a bit too hard situation. Beautiful face, but always with a slight air of uppityness about it. She was a noble, and you knew she was. Her color of her eyes
that you remember.
Red.
Okay. So as you walk up and you see that your mother kind of resembles your father in the fact that she looks like she is in her peak age. Her skin is youthful, and for the rest of you, you see a striking resemblance between Kira and her mother. Kira's mother is tall, as she was always taller than her husband. She's a very imposing woman. And Kira, what catches you off guard is she no longer has red eyes. Her eyes are gold. Piercing gold eyes that look over the lot of you. Her hair looks full and youthful and has been done in many braids that comes down all the way past her. She's wearing ornate kind of gown, very royal and regal. She's kind of shoulders back, head up, and the light is hitting her. Her horns are bedazzled. They've got the gems, and there's like silk ribbon wrapped around it. She's also holding a giant sword, which, Kira, you immediately recognize as the royal family sword. It is what is passed down from generation to generation to each ruler of the kingdom. It is a sign that you are the force behind this capital, that you are the blade. And she regards you all, and she looks at you, Kira, and you see that familiar smile that always has that slight twist to it. And all of her teeth are razor sharp now. As she looks at you, she goes, Kira, it's been so long. I thought you'd forgotten about me.
I could never forget about you, Mother.
And she kind of looks over at your father, and you see like that smile kind of twists into disgust as she looks at your father and goes, Husband? And you can all feel Kira's father stiffen as she kind of goes, We'll talk later. Who are your friends? I see you keep mixed company.
Mixed company.
So she looks back and goes, yes, this is my party that I've been adventuring with lately.
And you see that she kind of scowls at the mention of adventuring, but she quickly shakes it off and she goes, Aha, I see. Well, they will be treated with the utmost respect. I'm assuming you're not here for a social call.
I'm afraid we have a mission that's brought us here.
No. Really? And you see she's kind of like shifting forward in her seat. She's got her hands on the sword as she leans forward. She's kind of looking at you. And you're all seeing that this woman is terrifying. She looks calculating, and every word she says is carefully thought over. As she kind of just sits there and goes, I'd love to hear more about it.
What is Kira's body language? Can I tell?
Roll me an insight, and then Kira, I want you to roll. Are you trying to hide your body language right now? And if so, I need a deception check.
I'm trying to hide it, not necessarily from her, but yeah.
But if you're trying to hide it, then you have to hide it from everyone. So roll me
Yes.
deception, and then Helena,
I'm just making it clear. I'm not trying to be deceptive to Helena,
Insight.
but that.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
Okay. Whatever she rolls.
22.
Okay. So you can at least pick up that Kira is uncomfortable.
Helena's going to maneuver so she's standing right behind Kira and just gently place a hand on her shoulder.
And you see that Kira's mother is watching. And her eyes kind of dart from you, Helena, to her daughter. And she goes, I see you never kicked that bad habit of yours.
Okay.
Not quite what you think, but
This
okay.
entire time, Briar has like a new habit of hers. She's just been gently twisting her wedding ring because the situation is making her uncomfortable. But hearing that is starting to irk something in her. And if Helena was looking at Briar, she has a similar look of, oh yeah, she's smiling, but she's plotting something.
I'm sure you heard about the attack in Alexandria.
Yes, nasty business at that. I received the reports. Alexandria is always thorough. And you can kind of see on her face that she does not like Alexandria.
We've got reason to believe, and we're working on their behalf, that several of the people responsible have made their way to your city, and it would be horrible for someone like that to be under your fair rule.
That sounds awful. Dreadful, truly. Well, I suppose if you're here to take care of such a problem, I see no reason why to not permit you from continuing your investigation. Please feel free to stay here at your leisure. We have rooms prepared. And you get the sense that this is not a offer.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
command.
We're being voluntold.
Yeah.
If I may.
No one's allowed to tell Briar what to do.
And the queen looks at you, Helena, and goes, "You may."
A few of us are not quite accustomed to decadence and luxury such as this. May I inquire as to something a little more humble?
And you see the queen kind of like, she's inspecting you, she's taking you in, and she goes, "Can you fault a mother for wanting to keep her daughter near after being gone for so long? I'm sure you can adjust, as I know Alexandria has good taste, at least." You can always make the rooms a little more to your liking.
That will not be necessary, thank you.
She glances at Helena, and in that same, she's keeping the same mood, but you kind of get that she's just saying something to you. It's like, I'll help you guys adjust.
Helena says nothing.
And with that, she kind of looks over the rest of the group and goes, "Now, if you would all permit me a moment with my daughter, it's been so long."
Kira?
I'll be fine. You guys can get to the rooms, set up. It's been a long journey.
On your word?
You sure?
Yeah.
If you need anything, we're always fluffing around.
Mm-hmm.
So as you all make your way out, and including Kira's father, You are all ushered out of the royal hall, and basically the doors are slammed in your face. Yeah.
Is Fluffy the kind of indiscernible that he could stay near Kira without being noticed?
Sorry, I accidentally hit the wrong thing. Because Fluffy can go invisible, he could stay without being seen.
Okay. Let's just say Fluffy has standing orders to watch and listen, but not be perceived.
Okay, and I will also say, because this is part of your dark gift, you do have the ability to see through Fluffy.
Okay.
So the door shut. You see that Kira's father looks worried. He's not hiding it. He's literally standing outside of the door waiting. And he's just got hands clenched, just ready to fucking go.
Briar's actually standing beside him, like arms crossed, just glaring at the door, waiting.
Helena's gonna look over at Kira's father. Do we need to talk?
Kira's father takes a deep breath and goes, "This won't be the first time Kira's dealt with this. It doesn't mean I like it.
Do we need to talk?
Not here. Not now.
Oh, I wasn't.
When she's out."
Yeah, no, not what I was suggesting. All I asked was, do we need to talk?
And he kind of looks around, and you notice he's kind of looking at the knights, and he goes, and he kind of puts a smile on his face and goes, "Yes, of course, we can have a talk later. I can take you to your rooms in a moment."
Come and find me when you're ready.
Very well. And you see that there's like an attendant standing off and is waiting for y'all and is kind of urging you to follow them to your rooms.
Briar is somewhat... She's not, like, making it a show of being resistant to it. But at the insistence, she's just gonna take one look at Kira's dad with a look that says nothing better happened to her before following the others.
As you leave, we're going to shift back to Kira and her mother. Kira, your mother is now up off the throne. The sword is kind of just set off to the side. She is coming down towards you, and you feel that familiarity. Memories of you and your mom. And her behaviors. So as she walks up to you, you are not surprised when her hand hits your face. The claws digging in. As she towers above you, and that same familiar feeling as she looks at you with disgust. Lovely to see you. I had hoped... Honestly, I hoped you were dead in a ditch somewhere. But at least if you're here, you can be useful. Are you still following that bitch Leviatar?
And as a way of answering, she kind of... Because I assume there was some blood drawn, right?
Yep, there's blood. Mm-hmm. You have claw marks on your face.
Mm-hmm. She kind of looks at gets a little bit off, rubs it between her fingers, and goes, "You didn't hit nearly hard enough."
You and your peculiarities. You always were a disappointment. I don't care why you're here. I don't particularly care what you do. Things are in place, and they're going to stay that way. Stay out of my way, and if I see you cavorting with your father, just know I have no issues killing him. He's only here to serve my purposes, and while he's been useful, he's still a bumbling idiot. You and your friends will stay here. And I'll be keeping an eye on you. Don't forget to go say hi to your brother, by the way. He's dying to see you.
How in the world did we get this high? What did you do?
Let's just say I made a few deals. I made some bargains. There's some people who have been dying to get their hands on something that the royal family had. And I now have it. That's all you need to know. If you had stayed and followed in my footsteps, maybe you could be a part of this. But no, you went off and went and did that disgusting goddess's bidding. Although I will say you two are perfect for each other.
She kind of looks her up and down. Doesn't say anything for a moment. Says, anything else, my queen?
He's like charging towards me.
Dear. Step out of line. And let's just say I won't stop at your father. Your friends would make great minions. I'd love to see all of the things I could get them to do for me. Unwillingly, of course. Let's just say, we have many more tricks up our sleeves than when you left. And as she reaches her hand out and she kind of wipes the marks on your face, they disappear. And she kind of pats your face. She's like, wouldn't want you to go back out there with a mark. Don't want to ruin that pretty face. I'll summon you again when I need you. For now, get out. And she turns around and she heads back up to the throne. And as you're watching her walk, you see something in her shadow. It's only for a moment, but you see a familiar inky blackness before it's gone. And the door is open, and your father is waiting for you outside.
She just turns around and doesn't say anything and just quickly walks to the door.
Your father quickly takes you by the arm, trying to make it look like he's escorting you, but quickly takes you by the arm, walks you down a hallway, takes you into a side room, shuts the door, and goes, you need to take your friends, and you need to leave in the middle of the night tonight.
I'm sorry, but I think I just figured something out, and I can't do that.
Your mother has dabbled in things she had no reason dabbling in.
Right.
This town is nothing like the town you left it. the city has things happening under the surface. And now no one wears the same face that they were born with.
Do you wonder what that's like?
I mean,
Put him in his house.
I beg of you, Kira, I cannot lose you like we have lost your brother.
Father, answer me this question and be honest. Do you know what she made a deal with?
He kind of looks around, and you see he kind of mutters and whispers something, and there seems to be a bubble that forms around you. Basically making it to where no one can listen in. And he kind of still whispers and goes, I do not know a name. I know that it came one night. And ever since then, she's changed. I also know that we have abandoned our God. Which, as you know, was the shining purpose of our house. Something has taken the city, and it is now orchestrating its will through your mother.
And then she lowers her eyes and just mutters to herself. You weren't kidding that she was busy.
Your father kind of just looks at you and puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, I still work with our deity. I may be the last one to do so. I have heard that you've been doing well, and I have never been more proud of you than I am in this moment. I know you won't listen to me. It's never been in your nature. But all I can beg of you is to please be careful. I cannot stay. I can already tell she's looking for me.
Thanks for telling me what you can.
We cannot be seen in public together. I love you, my daughter.
I love you too,
May
Dad.
we never meet again. And he quickly pulls you in for a hug and kisses your forehead, and then the shield drops and he's gone out the door. And you are led to your rooms. And that is where we're going to end session.